I'm on the drugs right now. I can use your love right now. With this steady trying to tear me down. I'm just trying.
Hey, what if you become haunted? What if like the rest of your... You don't believe none of the haunting stories? Oh, none of them. Oh, you sly goose.
Dude,
you don't believe in spirits
like
like
that?
that?
There's a
Alone
lot.
at home.
I get scared of them, yeah.
Amityville, bro. You gotta look at the Amityville horror shit.
If someone like they're in another world, bro.
They gonna come. You know, but you bringing them from that world
Yeah.
into you, bruh.
Dude, you know what you should do? You should just
You gonna
do
get
some
raped.
shrooms. If you want to go to different
Dude,
worlds,
You're gonna get raped,
They're
bro.
gonna put their ghost dick in
You're
your
gonna
mouth,
get
bro.
raped by a spirit.
do it alone. Put it on video.
All right,
You
man.
can
Y'all ready? Y'all
Yeah, we're
locked,
ready.
locked and loaded?
yeah.
Ready to rock out? All right, cool. Welcome to the Really Good Podcast.
What's that?
Fuck up, yo.
What's that? He's trying to intro game. I'm not even gonna fucking redo what you did.
Nah, that shit was good. That shit was good though.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
was
like the
killing
energy.
that.
I like the energy. Exactly. All right, man. We in the building, man. You know what time it is. Welcome to the Really Good Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everyone joining us. Yeah. Appreciate everyone who's joining us, man. We appreciate all the love and support we've been getting. Thank you for all the shares, comments, likes, subscribes. That brings me to my next point. Be sure to like and subscribe, man. It really does a lot for us, and we
Also
appreciate it. And last thing, don't forget
Smash that like button.
Yeah, smash that.
it.
And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. I'm honestly kind of new to the notification bell thing. Do y'all have any notification bells for anything?
Fuck
Only
no,
for you,
nah.
man.
I think I have a couple at some point, but I'd never be thinking about it. But for
I don't-
y'all.
I don't really have notification bells because a lot of YouTubers I follow, like I know their schedule. So I know they.
telling you
anyways
half
Yes,
the
like I
time.
drop videos today.
just
So they're
give
like,
it
okay,
to
I
you
know
now,
today
bro.
they have a schedule. So like I don't really have notifications for it because I know, oh, it's Friday. He drops a video on Friday. So when I go on YouTube on Friday, I expect to see his video.
That's facts, man. Well, if you're watching this, please be sure to click the notification bell. Really does do a lot for us, man.
That was like bad endorsement.
Hey.
No, we all said it. I'm like, yo, I don't really do, but that's why we asked specifically, man. Yeah, we'd really appreciate it.
I'm gonna start doing the bell now, just so I can set an example.
I can't
Bell
do the bell for you.
karma.
Can't
We
do the
gotta
bell
get
for
bell
everybody.
karma,
You
you
can't
know?
do it for everybody.
I get like 3 guys. I'm gonna give them the bell.
The
Yeah.
reason for
Special
the
honor,
bell,
bro.
I feel like it's usually if somebody stops showing up on your feed.
Oh yeah, the
I feel
irregular videos and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
it. The next thing is, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what Friday is. And by the time y'all see this, the music video will be out. But yes, I have a music video dropping.
Way back down.
Sir.
Way back down. I'm very excited about it. Excited for the world to see it. Excited for the people who like really listen, really fuck with the music, that like are still in contact. Like those are the people that I'm really excited for them to see the video. Everyone else, obviously, I'm very excited for, but there's some guys where like, or some people, not guys, but like where, you know, it just resonates a little differently with them, and they're well, girls, fucking guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited for those people to enjoy the video. There's just certain people that it's like, it seems like they get it. Like when it comes to like you making your creative work and you creating stuff, like certain people, obviously there's a lot of people that love the music and stuff like that, and it's all really appreciated. Obviously people you know that'll listen to the music and stuff like that, but for the people that are like, you know, just reach out all the time and they're just excited about the music, it means something to them, certain songs hold value and stuff like that. I'm excited for those people. I'm excited for them to see it, and I hope I don't disappoint them, to be honest. But I'm excited for the next ones, dog.
Yeah, the next
Yeah.
one's way
You
better.
don't think so?
Yeah.
It might be some doo-doo. You don't know.
Hey,
Nah, I'm just
we
playing.
live and we learn, you know?
I'm just playing, but you saw it. Pussy, just watch that shit. Nah, but
But you
what's
said
next?
the next music videos. That's what
Yeah.
I thought that's what you're getting at.
We going straight up. And then the last thing is, soon I'll be having a TikTok presence. You know that?
TikTok.
You know
Okay,
that?
you know TikTok,
I'm not
yeah.
a TikTok guy, man, but I figured, like, why not? I mean, just music-wise, like, just putting shit out on TikTok. So the title is Rizzy Gang Music. So if y'all are watching this, please be sure to is it a follow on TikTok?
Follow.
Got it. Yeah, subscribe and follow on TikTok and all that. But yeah,
TikTok game, man. That's like another marketing.
Yeah.
I know, bro, and
So
I'm just not a
much use that,
TikTok guy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's like it just makes no sense not to, and I know that I can like just consistently put out. And it really, I just want to put out my music and just let people enjoy that, or let it do whatever it's gonna do. I'm not gonna make no fucking TikTok, fucking dance videos and pranks and shit.
You better start your own dance wave. Come on, man.
Should I?
You know
Okay.
you got
Shit,
the
you used to
moves.
be on the dances.
Do the
Rizzy
Rizzy.
shimmy, a little Rizzy shimmy, you know. Yeah, I might do that. Anyways, man.
The Rizzy shimmy. What's
The
the
Rizzy shimmy.
You got a name for, but you can't not have like name moves. That's crazy.
The Rizzy,
The Rizzy
yeah,
shimmy.
fuck it, I'll come up with some. Anyways, man, you know who I got in the building with me, and for all our new viewers, it's Rizzy the Great, by the way. If y'all didn't know, I forget we got new viewers, and I never be saying my name or none of that, but they gotta know, man. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But like, what's y'all name? Like, oh yeah, my bad.
God, so Kai Creations in the building.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
He's present. Yeah.
Always hear everyone's
Hell
in
yeah.
Friday. Love it
Sakita
here.
Comedy in the building. You know what
yeah.
time it is. Let them
Yes,
know.
sir. Yes, sir.
Let 'em know.
So,
Dale Baguma in the cut. You know what time it is.
Yes,
Let
sir.
them know.
Dale,
yes,
man.
sir.
Yes, sir.
In the back, we have Melly Mel. Melly Mel.
Melly Mel. So,
Melly, my dog.
And last but not least, Young Rizzle.
Oh yeah, I
The
said
man-
that.
oh,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no.
yeah.
The
I'm
man
kidding.
himself.
I'm still
Rizzle,
here. I'm still
Rizzy,
here.
look right now.
Yeah. Anyways, man,
Yeah.
Wednesday night, little Wednesday night vibe. Get to kick it with the boys. I
Chilling,
can't complain. I can't call it.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Feeling well. Every time I say that shit, then I realize we're gonna cover some like dark shit later. So I'm like, I don't. Okay, well, presently in y'all's presence, I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be with y'all. Glad to be podding.
Yeah.
This nigga was high as fuck earlier, but now he's come back down.
Yeah.
He's singing like he's good and shit, man. Like everything's just feeling good, man.
I'm not done, Dale. We're gonna go back to that.
I don't know.
It ain't over. We recording.
Okay. So how was everyone's week, man? How y'all been? And we're at Hump Day. How's your week been, big boy? Not you.
Week's been pretty cool. I finished the video, so that's been pretty
Ooh.
nice. Got a new skit, just got to finish. And then the last one.
Oh yeah, I FaceTimed him. I forgot about what, but I
Yeah.
FaceTimed this nigga had a
He was
suit
talking about-
jacket
yeah.
on and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
yo. Oh, you know what I was talking about? Yeah,
He was like,
yeah.
"Do you see what happened?" And I was just like, "Nah." He's
Them
like, "Oh, you
niggas split
record?"
up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Telling you, them niggas split up, man. Niggas was not there.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah. So that's what's the video about, or like what's like a sneak peek we could get? Some lame shit.
Yeah, it is some lame shit. No, I'm playing. I could probably do like I think I'll do like a little promo video, like 10 seconds of it. But I can show you after the pod's over. I need more feedback. That's another thing. I've been like,
I gotta watch it again. I gotta watch
in
it
the
again.
shell. So now it's like when I'm starting to kind of create again, like I need that feedback to kind of take that information in and build off of that. So I'm in that stage now where it's like, fuck it, I'm finna let go and just go crazy
Yeah.
again. Like, bro, like I haven't been sleeping, like type shit. Like
I've been having so much trouble sleeping, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think a lot of people I've been talking to now is just like not sleeping at night. Like it's a lot of energy moving around, for real. Like, but
What's
yeah.
up? You been sleeping like a baby? Man, must
Me
be
too.
nice.
I don't know.
I didn't
I've
go
been
to bed hella
Yeah,
early
man,
lately
I don't know. I
too.
just been up, bro. Like,
Bro, I try to get up at 6 a.m. every day. So my mindset is like the earlier I can get to bed, the better. So like it be 10:30, I'm in bed happy, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Nigga, I went to sleep at like 1 last night.
Yeah, for no
like,
reason.
That's just, bro, I just too many fucking thoughts. Like my mind won't. I gotta start like meditating or something before bed, like, bro. But sometimes
Read
the
a
problem
book.
is it's productive thought. Like I'm thinking of shit for the pod. I'm thinking of I have fucking melodies in my head and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
I have bars and I got so it's like I'll keep stopping and writing them shits down. It's like or like I'm thinking about fucking what's episode 24 gonna look like? Like what's the fucking like
That's
kind of
good.
just gameplay. But like
That's
it's
creative
not good if you're trying to
imagination.
sleep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
It's
true.
not good if you try. That's why it's
Yeah.
cool. But like I mean my brains is like always racing. But like especially lately, like when I'm trying to sleep, even after I smoke up and all that, I'm just fucking laying fucking mind racing. I'll like count sheep. Nah, I go right back to thinking about shit.
Yes,
But
sir.
how was
Yeah.
your week?
I guess my week could be described as like monotonous. It was like
Like
old
same shit type shit.
Yeah, it was a little dull.
That's a good word.
But yeah, well, I guess I guess somebody would be happy if they got an A on a test. But then I'm like, yo, I worked so hard for something, and then I just got a fucking digital letter. And I was just like, what the fuck? This is what people
So
be doing shit
So
what
you
were
were-
you expecting though?
I
No,
know,
just playing.
I know, but
It just feels like the effort you put in the payout wasn't worth it.
I would think that I'd be happy, I'd be excited or some shit, but I was just like,
It's empty.
Yeah, because it was just one of those weeks,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
I feel like, do you ever get in like a headspace? I don't know if I keep this, but do you ever get in like a headspace where like everything is just looking like your outlook on everything is just feeling like negative? Like you just have one of them days where like you just wake up and you're just kind of like in kind of a funk. I get. I mean, we know we all go through funks and
Yeah.
shit, but like you ever had that?
I think there's different levels of funks. Sometimes you could be in a funk and you're like willing to stay there, but sometimes I think like when you could be in funks while you're being productive.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know?
that's what we always be
Yeah.
talking about.
It's like the brain's just like it's not producing like how it should be, or it's the will to do the work. You know, sometimes that'll be the funk.
And I feel like the best thing when you're in a funk is just to understand you're in a funk, especially if you like a creator, so you already know how these highs and lows go. Like, and I was noticing it. It's kind of moody day or whatever. I'm doing my usual stuff, editing, clip, whatever, and then like I started to realize like, oh, I'm just in a funk. Like I'm so when I realize I'm in a funk, I'm like, oh, got it.
Yeah.
Then I'm like low key like, man, I made pretty good use of my time during this funk.
Yeah.
Though I started trying to write, I started
Yeah.
working on, but it's like. I was noticing it, and this is gonna sound like a brag, but it's not a brag because niggas could see the numbers.
It's
It's
just
not like
the
I'm saying
process,
we
yeah.
fucking sky high,
Yeah.
but I'm seeing the YouTube numbers, and obviously we're building up. Things are
Keeping
getting
going.
better,
Yeah.
and certain ones were the highest they've ever been, and I'm not giving a fuck at all. I'm just looking at them, seeing, okay, yep, got it, cool. Then I'm thinking like, that's crazy because on any other day, like I could easily see this as a sense of like reward, almost like you're talking about the grade in a different way. But it's like, and I'm like, oh, I'm in a funk. Got it. Because if I'm looking at this, something that's positive, and I'm still just in I don't really give a fuck about that. It's like, I feel like there's always days.
You're just hating on the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Days when you just don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about. And you could be, and I don't let myself be unproductive and lay in bed all day because I can understand, like, it's a funk. Like, you got to work regardless of how you feeling. If you had a fucking 9-to-5 job, you don't get to call your boss and be like, nah, I'm in a funk today, man.
Yeah, it's not
Everything's
happening.
Things looking bad today. Your job looking bad. You fired.
Yeah.
What the fuck? But it's it's different, and I don't know. I was curious about that, but
But other than that, I'm doing alright.
good week,
man.
yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah, it was just one of the
You're
weeks.
safe.
You know?
You're healthy. You made it to the pod.
Yeah.
You're
Everything's
here.
great.
I'm happy to be on the pod. You know, that's like
I do look
place.
forward
You're
to
happy to be in the presence of greatness, is what it sounds
Exactly.
like. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you saying that.
I'm in my own presence all the time.
Exactly.
Fucking crazy.
Fucking all right. Well played, sir. My boy, how was your week?
Very busy.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling
I
great.
like that shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Appreciate
Fuck
that.
with that.
Very busy, you know. I work a 9-to-5 currently, and long day at the office, deadlines and stuff. So
Bullshit.
Yeah, we need this to be your 9-to-5, man.
I'm trying.
We need you here full time.
full time.
Hey, pod every day.
Oh
Every
my
fun.
God.
You wouldn't even
I'll
like
put
the
in
We
my
would
two
pod.
talk
weeks.
about so much different shit,
Probably
but
will.
like if we ever did pod every day,
We'll have
we would
like
have to
we'll have-
constantly keep thinking of other shit.
Nigga, I don't know.
Every
I got
day?
Like,
No.
I got
I
like
can do
15
it, bro.
minutes. I
Yeah.
can talk 15 minutes
Every day now.
If we did like a 30-minute pod every day, we can definitely do that.
What about 2 week? Oh, a 30-minute pod?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can definitely do that.
Well,
But we get tired of
I
each
don't
other.
know.
I feel like it would have to be just like sports, or not sports specifically, but like the way sports analysts, they do it every
It's
day,
cool,
but it's
yeah.
like only a few topics and shit like that. Like they'll go an hour, but I mean you're talking about sports, so there's always something to talk about, and they just be making up shit to talk about. But
Maybe like each episode has like a main topic that we basically just have like a whole segment, just an episode, also cover other things that happen.
but
But
at
like-
the same time, why the fuck am I driving to Santa Clarita to fucking pod for 30 minutes, bro? The setup's gonna take longer than
Yeah,
the
nah.
actual pod, bro. That would be hella tough, man. That'd be.
Like the whole 4-hour preparation.
Okay, when do you think we could get to like 2 pods a week?
No.
I'm cool. We
4 hours.
I'm
I'm not
Wait,
saying,
okay,
like,
okay.
obviously not anytime soon because we just started and stuff, but it's also like trying to find that time. But yeah, that drive is crazy. I don't know. In the future, I feel like I could see it.
But nah,
But
No,
that's it. And what-
bro. The way our lives work, bro. You gonna want to work out. You gonna want to fucking go
Nigga,
do
you a
whatever you gotta
comedian.
do.
You cannot
got
devote
you
5
got
hours a
exactly to a
week.
pod. Like
Facts.
you gotta write something at some point.
Nigga, if
4 hours. 4 hours.
Yo,
I
I'ma
gotta
just
sleep.
do
I
all-
like doing shit.
I'm gonna just do all my material on the pod.
I need me time. Like I need
Oh,
my
yeah,
own
try it
space.
out.
Like what the fuck?
Bro, I'm gonna be editing like every
Yeah.
fucking day. I'm gonna hate this pod at
Yeah.
that point. Like 2 times a week, I'm just sitting there like, y'all ungrateful motherfuckers. Fucking consuming the content. You don't know what the fuck. Like, I'm gonna change, bro.
There's only one solution.
Hey, maybe
Seeing
that's
this
what's-
guy every fucking time. No,
There's only one solution to our problem. We gotta get a house.
Yeah.
Pod
What's
house.
up?
Creator
We
house.
gonna live
Hey,
together?
creator house.
Rizzy
Creator house.
Creator
That'll be
house.
dope because that should be crazy.
We probably
I'll
get
tag
some-
up the house. I'll decorate it.
Coming soon to
And then
county near you.
Sakib can help you at the end do some painting.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
You know next
Maestro.
next time you do a painting, I gotta do it with you. So
Yeah.
it's like It,
Yeah,
it's
makes
not
sense.
like I just go and shit on it.
No, you didn't
after
shit on
it's
it.
done.
Yeah, you didn't
Nah,
shit
I
on
fuck
it.
with that. I'll just
Yeah.
be playing that. I like that one.
Yeah, I do too.
You guys didn't ask me about my week, which is the fucked up.
Wait,
thing,
we
Bro,
right?
you
getting
didn't
to-
even
we
let
were
us
getting
get
to
to
Fucking,
it. Damn.
like, bring up my week, bro.
Damn, you hostile today.
Hey.
No, I'm fired up today.
How was your week?
It was good. It was good. Let's keep it rolling. No, man. Come on, don't. No, I'm just playing. No, my week was cool though. It was Wednesday. It's been well. It's always. I feel like it's always. pretty
Wait a
productive.
minute. I know why you haven't been sleeping.
Huh?
Because the video's coming out.
Yeah,
You're
maybe.
excited. You're like a kid that's like about to go to school for like after summer.
And you got
Man.
Takis.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. Nah, bro. No, my shit
Get
just
the
be
outfit laid
basic.
out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah, it's music release day, man. I got my whole fit planned and stuff.
Probably
Um,
do.
Yeah, for the day just to be at
Probably
the crib.
do. Probably got it iron right now. You don't even
Yeah,
iron.
Yeah, fuck it. No need to iron.
Starch that bitch.
But yeah, week's been pretty good. Doing my usual shit, man. Things are going well. I'm still, in fact, I said at the end of one of the pods, and it was, remember we were doing a little cocky
That
statement.
was the arrogant shit.
But I'm gonna say it now. I still have that goal of way back down, 50,000 streams by June.
Okay.
But y'all think that's possible? Y'all think I could do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's March.
The way you're saying
It's in
it.
March.
Okay, first of all, I hear the crack in your voice,
You
so
like
I'm
that?
laughing.
You like that?
Because you're
Yeah,
like, are you serious? Are you guys believe I can do it?
I'm asking.
I'm being serious.
It's March.
But it's like, it's hard for
April.
me because I'm looking at you and I'm hearing your voice and you don't sound confident. So I'm like, yeah.
Nah, you know what? You know why?
Both
Because
boys.
But yeah, hell yeah, you got that shit. Yeah, nigga.
No, because the reason I was asking like that
There
is
you
'cause
go.
when we gonna make a cocky statement like that, like
Yeah.
it's gonna be here.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know, like, what's the room like? Do y'all really think it could be done?
It don't matter what we think.
Nah, I like it. If y'all say no, I'm liking that. If y'all say yes, then I'm just like, yeah, okay.
All right,
y'all
then nah.
If, no, I'm
Nah,
that's
I'm
what
just
I'm curious.
playing.
But
Okay,
I'm
okay.
saying
Well-
realistically, it's March.
What are the? Okay.
What are you at now?
Okay, what are the average of like? I guess the time frame from another song because I don't know the
Should we,
average.
wait,
time,
are we
like,
talking just Spotify or all platforms?
all platforms?
It's probably like combined at like 30K.
Combined. Okay.
What,
Tell me you don't believe in me. I want to hear it.
By June.
I'm gonna go 10
all right,
times
by
harder.
June.
By June.
By June.
No, that's
Are
why
you
I'm
All
asking.
right,
promoting it more?
and it's wait, it's
I got a
March,
music video
April,
dropping.
May,
Oh, okay.
June. Okay, no,
Okay.
No.
See, I want to. That's what I'm saying.
You're a hater, bro.
I'm not a hater.
It's
I'm not.
hate.
This is
It's
no.
not
This is
hate.
real. This is
It's
not.
It's not hate, and
It's
that's
not
the same
hate.
reason. When I was
This
saying,
is like
I
a
wanna,
Shaq shit.
that's why I'm asking because I know it is an off goal or it's a long goal, and that's why I was asking before when I was saying I want to hear an arrogant statement from each of us in terms of like where we gonna be at.
Oh yeah.
It's useless if we just like, yeah, Sakib's gonna do that and he's gonna get it. Good
Aim it
shit,
small,
but,
yeah,
But if
yeah.
I'm sitting here like, wait, Sakib, so you trying to do what by when? That's gonna be a tough task, bro. I'm not saying you can't do it, but
But-
that's gonna be a tough one, bro. So we'll see, like
Yeah.
that type of shit. Like I'm gonna remember what your goal was,
Yeah.
and we gonna know if you hit it or not. And if
Yeah.
you didn't, where did you hit? And if sky's the limit and you fall a little short, it's probably still a W anyways.
See, but I think the only thing with that is like maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you to change your goal, but I think that's kind of like for way back down. I don't see that song as like a for June. Nah, not a 50K, but it is an amazing song, and I think that's a song that touches people more so on, like you said, like that value level where people communicating with you, telling you like how the music makes them feel or like vibe or something like that. But like, I don't know, man.
See?
We gotta see.
I
So
don't
I'm saying
ask-
like, are you gonna send out more
Don't worry
things
about
to
it. Don't
people?
worry
Is it
about
like
Don't worry about
playlist?
it. No,
Then you
but see,
gotta
that's-
plug at the
that's
radio
the strategy.
station.
And see, that's
TikTok, like-
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that response.
TikTok,
I
there
like
you go.
that. That's
You
why
working
I'm
on
trying
it.
to get some dialogue. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I like it. I
So
like
we
it.
gonna see.
I like it. I like it.
And you
Hey.
know what? No, I'm
Oh.
gonna be honest though. If it ain't even close, we just not gonna bring it up again. on this pod, nigga. Like, fuck outta
We
here.
just forget it ever happened. Like, Pod 20, just don't bring
Like,
it up.
the pod
Like,
has
yeah.
gone up 1,000 streams since we last forecasted it. Or not the pod, the music or the song.
Hey, if you a real fan and you or a fucking follower of anything, and we see like episode 20 and it's June, and you don't have it, comment on whatever video it is.
Yeah.
Comment and be like, hey, you didn't hit it, bruh. Just be a hater. Just be a fucking hater. Just be a fucking hater.
It is what it is, man. That's why if I say it publicly and
I'll
I let
do
it
it.
be
I'll
known,
play.
I'm waiting for the repercussions. That's why I don't want it to
Yeah.
be nothing breezed over. Like, let me take my L, let me take my dub. Regardless, we'll see what it gets to. But I know what the goal.
It's only
I
gonna
said
make you
was.
better.
Now back to
It's only gonna make you
back to my
better.
week. I had this thing. I was gonna tell you about it. Just remind me. You talking about my music? This nigga, he reached out to me, right? I got a DM. He said, "Yo, bruh, your music is ass." Yeah, I was like, Well, anyway, like I appreciate you listening. I was like, well, thank you for listening, dog. Like, all right, well, you listen. I'm not gonna like want to sit there, man. Fuck you. My music's well. I can't argue. Okay, fine. And he's like, nah, I'm just playing, bruh. Your shit's aight. I'm like, all right. Well, anyways, bro. Like, thank you. Like, thanks for tapping.
Again.
No, I said like, thanks for tapping this. Then he's like, nah, dog, but for real, you gotta keep sending your shit to me. I'm gonna plug it with my cousin. My cousin's gonna get you on. And he said, no, he said like, yeah, send it to this account, bro. I'm gonna start promoting your shit, bro, and I'm gonna send it to my cousin. He work in music. He gonna promote your shit too, bro. I was like, how did this conversation start? And how was the intro to the conversation that?
Yeah.
Like, yo, your shit's ass. What if I could have easily just been like, a lot of niggas just respond mad and shit. I don't, because it's like, I interact with enough people about music. It's just not, you don't really get a benefit. If anything, I'm just happy, like, if you listen, you listen. Like,
Yeah,
cool.
fuck it, yeah. Cool.
All right. But yeah, that was just some funny shit. I was like, who do I tell about this?
That's the bait and hook, bro.
Yeah,
This shit ass. Like, for real. Ass salad, trash, don't put it out.
Bro.
And then you were cool about it, so you saw the professionalism. And then he was like, I gotta work with this guy.
Exactly. It was a test.
I gotta work with this guy.
It was a test.
Now that I know that you're good, I'm gonna hook you up with everybody I know.
He was like, does he have the talent? But
Yeah.
does he have the mentality?
Exactly. Now he knows you have the mentality, so now you're plugged in, bro.
Hey, bro, you should talk to that dude every day.
Mhm.
That's your
Just
guy.
ask him how his day was going.
Keep
So,
asking about his cousin.
Yeah. Okay. I got. You know what? Hey,
Good advice.
way back down, 50K by
Exactly,
June.
that's exactly.
He by
He gonna
June.
plug you.
I think you can hit it.
He gonna get you 25K alone.
My man. See, yeah, he know what time it is. Next day. Okay. I have more.
Don't let me down.
All right, I'll try. I won't let you
That's so
down, bro.
corny.
I won't let you down. I won't let the fans down, man. Also, recently I tried to watch. Did you know Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards combined for 83 points recently?
Oh yeah, against the Blazers.
Yeah, I tried to watch it. No, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't want to sound a hater, but like I was watching it, put on the highlights and shit. And then I'm sitting there. It's kind of late too. I'm like, all right, I should probably try to go to bed soon. And then I just was like, dude, I just don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, it's great, but I just don't give no fucks watching fucking Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns combine for 83. I'm sorry. I don't want to watch the Timberwolves anything at the moment.
So they both play for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anything
They
happen?
combined for 83.
83. Did they?
They both have 40 pieces. I'm sorry, bro. And then I felt bad, so then I'm like, you know what? Am I really a true basketball savant? So then I went and I was like, all right, I'll watch it. I watched it. I don't remember. It was good. They were doing great, but I don't know, dog. Like, I just can't watch certain teams. I'm just not
Because
gonna.
they're just like,
Yeah, it's the pandemic hoops, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I just
Nobody's
don't.
trying to-
Exactly. Is
Trying
that
to
what
watch,
it is?
like, it's not as fun to watch right now. Like,
There's
it
no
is what it
fans.
is. It really kills the move sometimes. Like, they make a great play and it's like, no.
I like the playoffs. The playoffs?
The playoffs are
Pandemic
gonna be fire.
playoffs
Yeah,
was
those were
pretty
because
dope.
you felt the intensity on the
Yeah.
court. But it's the regular season game. Nobody's like going all out in the regular season.
And now there's gonna be fans in a lot of the playoff games. I mean, most of
Hell
them
yeah.
more and more fans, and
they're
so
gonna bring hot dogs back.
that shit's cool. Oh, hey, I got vaccinated.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
They
man.
inject you in your booty cheek?
Yeah,
There's-
straight in the ass. Nah, it was right on the right on
doses.
the shoulder. I felt
Right.
I felt a little weird about it. I felt weird even telling people, because I wasn't entirely my decision. It was kind of thrust upon me. Like my mom was like, it's go time. You got asthma. I was like, okay. I might cut that part out. I don't want people knowing that. Shit. I feel like I'm still in a spot.
Or now that you're okay, never mind.
Well, no, because when I first heard that, I was trying to think of every excuse because it felt too sudden. We've talked on here like,
Yeah.
hey, it ain't coming our way for a minute. Who knows? But then next thing is like, nah, we got an appointment. Like we set, and she's all excited. I was like, shit, this is all happening fast.
Yeah.
So I was a little like weary of it because like once you get it in you, can't get it out of you. But it honestly it wasn't bad honestly at all. And so I went to Magic Mountain. They had the drive-through set up, and it's not like the most relevant thing. But if we were talking about feeling a little nervous, bro, all the workers were black people. So like, the vibe was chill. Everyone was chilling. The lady that did my arm, I felt like it was like my aunt doing my just the way she was, like just super nice and stuff. Like, so that made me feel like honestly just better about this shit. Like if it was a bunch of like weird motherfuckers, but it'd be a different vibe. But honestly, bro, everyone there nice. Chill, like it just felt like you knew him. Like it was just, it was cool. It wasn't bad. And it was a drive-through, so it wasn't no hassle. Like you had to get out or none of that. Drive-through, open the door, pop your shit.
Why are they marketing this to black people? So why are they marketing this to black people?
Why are they marketing the vaccine? Oh, because black people have gotten the lowest vaccines out of everyone.
I'm just asking because I'm curious. Because I know I saw something that was like, Stephen A. has said LeBron James should be talking about it. I know Run DMC made like a corny ass song talking about like get the vaccine,
See,
get
that's
the
what
vaccine.
I didn't want to do. I
So
can't
it's
be
just like,
posting this shit. I'm not with that.
you know, I'm just like, I don't know, like why is it people pushing for black people to get a vaccine? That's my question. I don't know. I'm not trying to. Yeah, I don't know.
But I see what you're saying, and I didn't mean to say like I'm not with the people. Me personally, like I'm just not the guy. Yeah, you gotta get your vaccine. You gotta get. Honestly, if it hadn't been for my mom, like I still wouldn't have had mine yet.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if I would have gotten it in the future. But like I'm just not the guy telling other people what to do because I don't know what their thought process is or what their maybe distrust or comfort. Like, I'm not the guy. You need to get it, but at the same time, like I was hating on all the people that post it because I'm like, what is this fucking like? You know, when people get their braces off, hashtag braceless or like hashtag licensed, it's becoming like that. Like hashtag vaccinated. Then I started to kind of understand like, oh, they're doing it because they want to spread awareness and make it a little more like normal to get the vaccine. So I'm like, okay, I get it. I just, for me, I'll come to the pod and let it be known like, yeah, I got my vaccine, but I'm not the person
You're
telling
not gonna put it on your
like,
highlights.
I'm just not the person telling everyone like what you need to do with your life, and because regardless, like if I have my vaccine, I'm not getting sick. So do what you want to do. Like it's your life. Do whatever suits you best.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
But at the same time, if you're like a person like Run DMC or LeBron, don't you feel like you have a duty to like help your community? And some people are honestly like, we need to get the vaccine. And I know some people have uncomfortability with dealing with healthcare workers, not necessarily healthcare workers, but the healthcare industry with the way they've been in the past with African Americans. But they have to let people know that it's safe to take the vaccine, because if everybody doesn't get the vaccine, it's not going to work. It only works if everybody gets vaccinated. So even if you're not the type of guy who says, yeah, I'm not going to tell people what to do, don't you feel like a sense of duty to help persuade people? At least open their mind to the possibility of getting the vaccine?
Okay, so the last thing you said, because I was about to say I don't feel a duty to help persuade people, but when you say open your mind to the vaccine, I agree with that, and that's why I wanted to share it on the pod. Like, yeah, I got vaccinated. I was iffy about it. When I went, it was more comfortable. It was just cool. Everything was chill. It wasn't no weird shit. Like everyone there was just hella nice. I was immediately comfortable, just like with the people I was around. And obviously, it's all different where you go, so it's kind of irrelevant when we're talking just strictly vaccine. But it just was nice. It was a little nice. You know, it'd be a little nice if you was going to get the vaccine. You just see all people that have some color in them, not a bunch of fucking all, regardless, man.
Lab scientists.
It's different, man, because you know how much, we talk about distrust and stuff. Like, so it's different when you're getting it administered from people that look more like you and all that.
That's the part I don't trust. That's what I'm looking at. Why the fuck is it a bunch of black people giving out the vaccine?
But why
to
is
make
that?
me feel comfortable?
But if it was a bunch of because most places I don't think it is. I think it might just be the demographic.
I know. I'm just saying, like, well, I know because I'm not thinking like, oh, they set it up like that where the black. No, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was some white people.
That's the narrative.
It was just the majority, and it's nice. You know what else I thought, and I don't know, like, if this is a great. I was thinking about it. I always like when I see a large amount of like black people or just like people that are doing stuff when you can see like, oh, you're dealing with all these black doctors in front of you. Like, so imagine all the, Santa Clarita is a diverse amount of people. There's people from Canyon Country. There's some rednecky people. There's some rednecky people, right? Yeah. No offense to everyone living in near Canyon Country and all that. But it's like, so when those people go to get their vaccine, if they do, like, just know, like, the doctor that is administering you is a black woman. Like, a black woman. There was more majority black women in terms of, like, that the doctors helping. So it's just, I like when people, because, there's a lot of undercover racists and stuff, and I like when the undercover racists, I know that when they go somewhere, they're forced to see the reality. Oh, you think everyone's thugs? Look at all these people helping people get vaccinated. Like, all these people are employed here fucking saving lives if you're a supporter of the vaccine. You're literally saving lives and getting the country back to order. So, like, obviously it's not the same everywhere. Just where I went, and that was just cool. I personally like when I see that stuff, because I'm always thinking, like, what are the racists thinking? And I'm like, good. I'm glad they have to sit through here, wait in line, and then get administered from a black female doctor.
Yeah.
Fuck their heads up. They're going to be the ones fucking paranoid and shit.
Probably shit.
But, yeah.
That was really good.
What's up? You going to get yours?
What, mine? Man. Yo, so let's talk some big tech. No, I'm playing. I'm just kidding. No, am I gonna get mine? Yeah, possibly. I kind of want to get it soon because like I want to go out and do the public interviews type shit. But yeah, I've been trying to get an appointment, but it hasn't worked for me. Like I can't set a date I don't know, but yeah, I think I might get it. Because I actually just want to get my mom. I want my mom to get it. So then everyone is just vaccinated. I'm just like, all right, cool. There's some type of freedom to vaccine.
And I can't lie, I was thinking like I might feel weird because not in terms of like the actual sickness you might get after stuff like that, but I'm thinking like, what, I'm just gonna feel weird about it. Then you can't get. But honestly, like I feel like I'm halfway safe. Like I know you're not safe with the first dosage, but I'm just thinking like, man, after I get that second dose, like man, it's just because. Bro, you wake up with a sore throat, you wake up with a headache, like, fuck,
Now
man, like, fuck, and I'm just thinking of, like, all the shit I did the day before, I hoop with niggas, like, bro, I'm gonna wait for someone else to say they got COVID, and I'll be like, yeah, bro, I think you gave that shit to me, or whatever, but, so it's like, it is a little bit of peace of mind, but my perception of the vaccine has changed. I feel like for a lot of people it's changed, because out the gate, it's like, what the fuck, for a lot of people, what the fuck is this, and then, I think there is something to it because I also was saying like I used to shit on the people that were posting on their stories all the time, but then I do feel like a part of that does make it a little more comfortable. Like even last week when I found out I was gonna get the vaccine, I talked to MT and I'm like, he was, oh yeah, I got my Monday. I'm like, that shit made me feel a little bit better. Like, all right, I'm not the only weirdo here because I was like, I'm not telling the pod.
Like once it gets closer to home, it's like, oh okay, now I could be a little bit more comfortable because shit, people didn't believe in coronavirus until it got closer to home. And now even it's kind of the same shit. You just see the same waves that go along. It's just I guess human behavior.
Like for me, I was kind of iffy on the vaccine like you guys, but both my parents already got their first shot, and I'm just like, and both my brothers actually got vaccinated as well. So I'm kind of just like, you know what, if everybody else got vaccinated, might as well, like at a certain point, like what's the point of me holding out when everybody I know are getting vaccinated?
Yeah, and for me, I'm starting to look at it like we've just had so many vaccines. Like we took the flu vaccine, like we've taken so many and not really thought twice about it. And obviously, like you could also argue, well, why didn't you think twice about it? And I get that, but like there's so many, like even for every high school athlete had to get the flu vaccine every year. Yeah. And then like you see people when they talk about the COVID vaccine, like, well, you can still get it. I'm like, well, you can still get the flu. If people still get the flu, you know that you won't. You're basically almost guaranteed that you won't die from it, even if you do get it. Yeah. But so it's like someone's thinking like maybe we're overthinking it because of our distrust. Because at the beginning of the pandemic, when this shit was scary as fuck, I'm like, yo, they better come out with a vaccine. And then some months later, I hear about a vaccine. I'm like, yo, I don't know about this shit. Where this shit coming in? So it's like, it's a mixture. But
yo, what do you think we're gonna be able to keep our masks off? How long until that?
I don't even know, bro. I like the masks.
Okay.
2 years?
I got a cozy ass mask, bro.
You really think so?
2 years, yeah.
I think it's gonna be done within the year, honestly.
No. In California, no.
No, yeah. We live in a prison.
Yeah, no.
I mean, but like, if everybody's supposed to get vaccinated by like May,
It's just too political.
you don't think by like November the mask mandate will be gone?
No.
No.
With 6 months of like everybody being officially able to get vaccinated, 6 months of that, the mask mandate will still be here.
I don't know, just because like I feel like
It's a long time because think how fast it's moving with the vaccine now.
Yo,
How
this
things
year
are
is going
opening up
by.
and stuff like that. Now imagine basically half a year of the majority of the people who are gonna get vaccinated got vaccinated. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah, so I feel like we could be gone with masks within the year.
I kind of like the masks. I'm not ready to let go of the masks. I have
Until they
really
warm.
comfortable masks. I got really comfortable masks, and I just like
He wears a hijab.
I'll be honest with
Right?
you.
Investing too much money in these masks.
I'll
To
be
stop
honest,
using them.
One thing that I like about the masks is like when you interact with people, like you're kind of forced to interact a little differently because it's not facial. Like, so if I'm talking to, like, if I'm ordering coffee or something, like it's just different because like you actually have to like some people are a little more like personable. I feel like because you have masks on, so you can't see each other's like facial expressions. So it's like you just have like you speak and give off good energy. It's not like the same as when you just have. I don't know if it correlates, but I do feel like the masks, just because we all have this shit covering our face, we're all wearing the same shit. It's just, I don't know. Someone's literally just talking to people.
I think you just got programmed into liking it. You know?
Well, and when you look at people, when you make eye contact, it's kind of awkward because you have the mask on and you can't
You're smiling
smile.
underneath.
So then you give them a head nod or say, hey, how's it going? Like, okay, so maybe that's a better example of like, you're kind of forced to be more vocal because you can't just do the polite little smile and stuff. So, you know, you make your head nod. Niggas that just make eye contact and don't head nod, always a little weird to me.
Bro, you know what we should do? We should go to Miami, bro.
Fuck no.
Maskless,
Miami going crazy.
Maskless Miami.
Those motherfuckers is
Miami's
free.
Yeah, probably.
Crazy.
Miami is crazy even before the pandemic, bro.
Bro,
Imagine going there during the pandemic.
Dude, Miami didn't have a pandemic. Like, they just skipped over all that shit. They're like, wait, a year of No, this is the year of Miami.
They
Miami
tried
Beach
getting
chilling.
them under control. This,
I remember
this week.
last year.
Yeah, they did 8 p.m. shutdown. Like, oh, it's time
But
to
they were
start doing
still
something.
out.
You remember last year's spring break when everybody was going to Miami? And then, like, people were coming back. Like, yeah, person who went to spring break Miami brought COVID to their state. And, like, it started spreading that way and shit. I was like, damn. That was crazy. Yeah, last year this time was wild as hell.
Yeah.
So
What you got for
we
us?
talk. Yeah, I have a quote, but not a bullshit quote.
All right.
It's actually
one of your
it's actually a
positive
good one.
quotes.
But and you know what, dude? It's
This
funny.
one resonated with you?
Yeah,
This one of your followers?
Well, no, this is a Muhammad Ali quote. So
Oh,
actually, so
shit.
this one is different. You can't. It's in that category. But it's funny. I like when shit ties in because we were kind of talking about, like, you know, the vibes when you talk to people right now. This said,
What is it?
I don't trust someone who is nice to me but rude to the waiter because they would treat me the same if I were in that position.
It's a good quote.
Yeah, that's true.
Should I read it again, or was that a good read?
Do it again.
But
do it
I've
again.
seen you shit.
I don't trust someone who is nice
On
to
waiters
me but
before.
rude to the waiter because they would treat me the same way if I were in that position.
Yeah, I gotta rethink my my relationships.
No, that shit means a lot to, because, like, bro, I've been with people, like, were you somewhere, like, not to necessarily a waiter, but, like, I've been somewhere with I'm not,
Bruh, you used to shit on waiters.
who, me?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Bruh, when you was trying to order coffee that one time at IHOP,
Mm-hmm.
you was shitting on her.
How?
She took like 30 seconds longer than you really wanted her to.
Oh, you bullshit. Okay, got it. I was about to say, let's go to town. Let me know what I did, man.
No, fucking with you.
Because there's a thing, like, if someone's being, like, stupid or, like you get frustrated with, or, like, it's really bad service, that's a different case. Because, like, if we all in agreement at the table too, like, nah, this is some fucked up service or something. Because I thought maybe you were gonna say something like that.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
but yeah, when it is, that's one thing. Because that makes sense. Because it's like, yeah, I would do the same thing if you were in that position. If I didn't know you and you were my waiter and did the same thing and the service is bad, I get that. But in terms of people that are just, like, rude, or, like, they're just rude to servers, that shit just it just makes me uncomfortable. Like, bro, why are you even comfortable being like that in front of me?
Hey, I feel like you could still be rude to customer service workers who be taking their jobs too seriously.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a different thing. If they're started, they on a bad vibe, that's different. Because in that same scenario, if I didn't know you and you were this same person who's being rude to me, yeah, I would treat you like that too. But it's like, if the people that are just rude for no reason, like, they're snobby, they haven't. It really is like, that quote is I like that quote because it's so true. Like, and I've been that guy before. Like, I've been the barista who has to deal with this fucking like stuck up pretentious lady, or like just people that act like dicks and stuff like that. So it's like, because you could be with a friend, and if your friend's acting like a dick, you might kind of laugh like, bro, you're being like, you know, you kind of playing it off, but you know, it's just whatever. But if you really do think about it, they're showing you how they treat people who can't do anything for them, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting one.
You know, my restaurant opened up, and it is so weird when there's so many people in there and there's so many eyes on you now. The social anxiety is real, man.
I bet.
But you got masks on.
I understand.
That's another reason I like the mask.
Okay, yeah. Definitely, that's one of the reasons. But we're so used to living like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason that I'm. But it's weird. It's like there's so many more people that make eye contact with you. And that's our way of communicating.
That's what I was trying to say with the.
I see a lot of eyebrow raises. Hey.
Oh yeah.
That's not necessarily good though, for like your psychology.
Having the mask on all the time.
Yeah.
I can see it, but I like that we all have.
No,
the
I'm
same
talking
shit.
about like when because we're social creatures, us as humans. So it's like when you're speaking to somebody and you can't see facial expressions, you're pretty much blanking out somebody's face. Like, it's kind of like I know, have you seen like that Black Mirror and you can kind of mute people type shit?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but like you lose that whole idea of constructing somebody's face or like socialize with somebody to see the nuance, like facial expressions. Like, you're not really privy to pick up on it. So that's where like social anxiety comes up, because you don't interact with fucking people and you're in your own bubble and you're terrified, or you see somebody with a mask off and you're instantly programmed to say, why does that person not have a mask on? Like, that's instantly in your frame of mode, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's not normal.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But I think I kind of like the lack of normalcy, because I know eventually it will pass. But like the lack of normalcy, one thing I did like is like, you know, everyone is, especially LA, like everyone just acts a different way. People don't want to stop and talk. Like, they just, you know, people got a way of moving. But then it was like when it hit, and now we look around and everyone got masks on, like we all in the same boat. That's what kind of I took. And then even, all right, so example, like I'm ordering some shit, you know, it gets muffled hard to hear.
Yeah.
That right there is like, oh, my fault, man. You know the mask, man. Oh, you good, but don't even
You
worry
take
about
off
it.
your
Like,
mask. You're like, hey, I
oh,
want
don't be that
this.
nigga. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, oh, sorry, bro. It's the mask. Don't even.
Let me
trip
get
like-
avocado.
That's one thing, and COVID is horrible. Nothing to like about it. But one thing I did like is just people being put in the same scenarios and dealing with the same things. And so, obviously some people are still dickheads regardless. Just the world we live in. But it is sometimes in some ways it did kind of bring things together. Or like even the fucking pizza guy. Oh, sorry, bro. I don't have a mask. At least it's like there's different ways to show people like courtesy.
Bro, I think you're okay with the mask because you don't like work. Like how often do you wear the mask?
You're right. I wear the mask
know?
only when I'm out.
Cause like
yeah.
Your point with the healthcare workers, they're wearing it.
Probably tired of that
24/7,
shit.
You know.
But they're always wearing it 24. Oh no, you're
Nah,
right.
they weren't wearing it before that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
in surgery rooms and shit. But yeah, you're right. Like
Yeah.
not like it is now.
yeah,
that's for sure.
yeah.
Wait, so at your job, you have to wear a mask, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're in the break room, you have to wear the mask as well.
Yeah, 'cause
Now,
you
okay,
know
but
other
now at first people wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But now people are thinking about others.
Mhm.
Oh, it's like, oh, damn. I don't know how you react to me not wearing my mask. So
Oh.
let me just put mine on so I don't have to deal with some bullshit.
So before, like, wearing a mask was rare. Now it's like etiquette just to have a mask.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the part I don't like about it because I don't know when we do go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just feels a little weird. But yeah, work is interesting. Like there's people, they're trying to just live life. They'll keep their mask off. You could tell so many different types of people out there. Like you could see the different how people are reacting to it. Like when things are opening back up.
Yeah.
And I'm always asking questions. I'm always curious, like what people's thoughts are on some bullshit, like especially about
Yeah. And
like COVID.
yeah, oh yeah, exactly. And everyone has a take. It gives us all like the similar thing to talk about. But that was like we've been in COVID, so obviously it's been a topic. But what was I gonna say? Okay, even examples like this, because you were talking about like the courtesy of it. Like say when I'm walking my dog, I'm not wearing that shit. Like not unless I need to. But say I see a couple coming or like an older lady or just someone that has a mask. I say, oh, okay, let me pull my shit out, see each other head, and hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
It's
Mask
kind
is
of
the
like
new wallet.
that's what I'm saying. It's just certain things I picked up on where like I just like instances where you can give off good energy, like regardless of who you're talking to, who you're interacting with, and I feel other people's energy. You could feel when people are dickheads, when they're certain type of like pretentious, or you could just feel people's energy. And I like opportunities when you can like emit positive energy. You see some, oh, sorry, how's it going? Like have a good, just different shit like that. Because especially with the masks, knowing that they're it's a more intimidating look if you're just walking with a mask behind someone, shit like that. So it's like you have more of the opportunities to, hey, how's it going? Like, it kind of wave like that if you choose to do so. And I choose to in most cases. Like, it's like,
You're a nice guy.
it's nice, bro. It's just not. I like if you have opportunities, just give off good vibes, man. It fuels your day, bro. It don't be, some people, bro, the nigga that goes to the shop or like fucking sandwich shop and ends up fucking yelling at everyone and gets, it's like, how is this part of your day, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what's the rest of your day looking like, nigga? You're in here
shit.
yelling and shit.
I don't
That's
get
just
those
crazy.
people. Like, is it really? You rather go through this whole ordeal than just put on a mask for a couple minutes?
Bro, and not even that. Like, some niggas will just start some shit. Like, even before COVID, I was at a Mexican spot in the morning because my job was by it. I was going to get coffee. Bro, this dude was fucking yelling at this girl for a minute. The customer's always right. Fucking yelling at this little girl.
Fuck them.
Like, bro, he's yelling. There was 3 girls working there. He's yelling at all of them, bro. I'm like, yo, what? How is it? It's 9, bro. How is it 9 a.m. you in here yelling? Like, that's just, I don't like to be the person that makes scenes in places unless it's like warranted, but otherwise not.
The customer's always right until they're affecting the business,
And the customer's always right until you say that shit. Then you just sound like a prick. Like, nigga, get out. Like, shut the fuck up. You want to feel right? Nah, bye.
Yeah,
It's cool. You could be subtle, rude to people, and they can't really do anything about it because like you're being rude.
Oh, you
to
talking
me.
about if you're the worker?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, for sure. Like, not everybody's gonna hold up that fake ass customer service. Not everybody does that. People be dealing with their own shit.
Gotta let it out, man. All right, we're gonna talk about the recent news in the country.
Inform us.
I'll inform you, man. Here's what we know about the Boulder, Colorado mass shooting suspect. Oh, I don't want to just learn about this, dude. All right, well, I'll just tell you what happened. Boulder, Colorado, there was you guys probably know, but if you don't know, a man took a gun, went to a supermarket. What was the market? It's because I don't think it was like a regular. It was some like
Ralph's.
brand out there. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. And then
This
shot,
reporting is amazing.
basically began shooting people. began shooting people in the parking lot, and then went in and then began shooting people. 10 people died. The suspect is in custody. I think he got shot in the leg, taken into custody. I think everyone thought that it was for sure a white guy, but it turns out we were incorrect. He looks hella white though. He looks like a redneck motherfucker.
He does look white. Palestinian.
His name, I only say it once to get the picture that he's not white. His name is Ahmad Al-Aliwi Aliza. He was identified by authorities Tuesday as the gunman who opened fire at the King Super. Oh, there we go. King Super's grocery store. I knew it wasn't like a generic one that we had
Dale
out
said
here.
it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. I don't listen, man. I always like it happens with all y'all. Like y'all make like a good ass take, and then I won't hear it in the moment. Then I'm watching back the pod. I'm like, that shit was hilarious. And I'm over sitting there just fucking blank ass face, didn't say that. I'm like, all right, let me keep the camera off. I didn't hear that shit. But yeah, fire at the King Super's grocery store in Colorado, killing 10 people, including a Boulder police officer. The name of the 20-year-old suspect who was in custody was released at a news conference by Boulder Police Chief Maris Harold, who did not disclose a possible motive for Monday's bloodshed. But in short, dude was born in Syria, brought an AR-15 pistol style modified with an arm brace.
What is pistol style?
Well, AR-15 is like
I know the AR.
Yeah,
I know
so
what that
I'm
looked
thinking
like.
probably cut down or something. And so they say he had a black AR-15 and was wearing a tactical or armored vest, and he also had a Ruger AR-556 pistol.
He had a whole loadout, bro.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Bro, does he not look like a trailer trash? Well, I don't want to be offensive. I feel like I'd be going too hard on the whites. I say a lot of negative things, and I don't want to be giving out negative energy like that. What I say?
Sorry, whites.
bro, does he look like he looks like he lives in a trailer, dog?
Yeah.
But nah, this shit's crazy, bro. It's sad. I was watching reports from the people that are working there. It's dangerous, bro, and like, it's just crazy the world we live in. Cause like this was brought up in a conversation I was in, and they were like, when it would just happen, and they were like, oh, I thought it was another attack on Asians, and I'm like, bro, like what the fuck is like 2021? Like anyone else hearing that sentence out of context is like, another attack on Asians. What does that mean? Like, is there country? No, bro. Like it's some crazy shit going on, man. It's like. It's just crazy we're at the point where, like, that was a logical assumption after all the shit we're seeing. And there's even more cases to talk about.
Why your name gotta be Ahmed? Come on, man. You just fucking it up for me, my peeps.
But, like, real talk, though, when I first heard about the incident, I assumed it was another Asian hate crime.
Yeah,
until, like, I heard more details. I was like, something happened here, what happened in Colorado? Exactly. I was like, oh, what happened? And then, a mass shooting. It also brought up the fact that as the country's opening up again, mass shootings are going to start happening again. Because remember, like, during COVID, we had, like, almost no mass shootings. And and that was just not normal for American
Niggas was
society.
inside, man. Niggas inside. But, yeah, that shit it's bro, because at a supermarket, too, like, it's just, that's the terrifying part. Like, there's no way to avoid that, man. It's, I mean, no other way to call it other than just sad. Because it's like, bro, all of our family members, one of them, multiple, I'm sure, go to the fucking grocery store. We go to the grocery store. You can't prepare for that type of thing. And that state is a concealed carry state. So you're allowed to carry guns. Obviously, no one else in that store had guns on them. But also, it's like apparently that's like from what I heard from someone who lives out there, that's like the more wealthier part of Colorado and Boulder, and it's like they said it was all white people, and that I guess they're not the ones that are carrying the most guns because Colorado.
So the whites got shot?
Huh?
Who got? Oh, never mind.
No, I'm saying most of the people. Apparently, the demographic is a lot of like wealthier white people. Where he shot up. But yeah, it's an open carry state.
Sorry, whites.
What do y'all think? Because you know the conversation is gonna. Well, first of all, just prayers out to everyone who was affected, bro. Because it's some fucked up stuff, man. Like there was a guy giving his account. He worked at the Starbucks, and 2 of his coworkers died. Like, and obviously it's just there's heartbreak all around with everyone that passed. But like even just hearing him talk about like, yeah, I mean my friends are gone, and he's saying like I haven't heard from one of them. I know other people had died. I don't know what his condition is at the time, and it's just scary, bro. And like that's your normal day at work, like, and this shit happens.
Other end of that call, it must make your like heart drop because it's like, damn. Or even like watching it on the like on social media. It's like, yo, this is my fucking grocery store that I go to. And it's like who was there? So it's like everybody's calling. Like it'll affect that entire city just itself, like. Because obviously we're seeing it from a different like view, but the people who live around there now they're in fear, like
Yeah.
constantly.
So are we gonna have the gun control discussion? Should we talk about it? Because that's what's brought up pretty much in every shooting is the gun control laws, and should they be made tighter? I have mixed thoughts on that. But what do y'all think about the gun control situation?
I feel like it just
Turn that fucking phone off. God damn it. We restarting, bro.
Nah.
Where's Ryan?
Welcome to the
Ryan?
Really Good Podcast, man. It's been but
No,
Nah,
you
you
good.
good.
It's jokes. All jokes.
he was like, "Y'all reset the cams." But yeah, what are y'all thoughts on gun control as it pertains? I don't want to beat a dead horse if we don't really like feel like talking about it forever, because like it's just I feel like I'm hearing so much of this shit. But anyways, what do y'all think about the gun control stuff?
feel
I
like
do
it-
have thoughts.
I feel like everybody's gonna have their opinion and then talk about the gun control, what we should, we shouldn't. But then it's gonna end up going into the mental health talk and like it's so many things.
Mental health. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Because it starts with that. That's the main thing I'll start with is mental health. So I guess like I don't think it's such a hard fucking rule, gun control, or like that's like it's a very difficult problem to solve, because there are people who are licensed and they know how to handle a gun, but it's like the people who can get it, like anybody can get a gun, and it's like I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like the issues at hand are that there's people that are getting guns who, some people are saying basically the background check should be harder. Other people say you should be limited in what guns you're able to get. Other people say you shouldn't be able to get guns at all. Why are people able to get guns? My outlook is it's been changed over time, because originally I was having the same thoughts of like gun control, it needs to this and that. And then I was thinking, yeah, you shouldn't be able to concealed carry, like anyway type shit. But sometimes like it's just, if we're all being, and this is the argument that a lot of like fucking NWA, or not, I'm stupid. What's the fucking gun club called? I said
NRA.
NRA. Niggas said NWA. Okay, sorry.
Niggas,
But
man. Can't take them anywhere.
Right.
Can't take these
But
niggas
they'll,
anywhere.
it's like, yeah, I'm super smart, by the way, as you can tell. But they'll say basically, I mean, and I understand that logic. Like, we some gun owners in this motherfucker. So if we have like, basically what the laws are saying, especially us being in California, us being in LA, like you can't carry a gun on you. Even if you're a licensed gun owner, you can't carry it. You can't really get a concealed carrier's license in LA, right? So we're all told we can't have our guns. Now, if we go to the club, what is our plan if someone shoots it up?
No, we're just
Run.
Run, right?
Yeah.
So that's another outlook on it is, okay, so you're saying no one should be able to have guns, but the person who is willing to go shoot up a place doesn't care about laws, obviously. And can you go get a gun if you wanted to illegally? You can't tap in with nobody?
Oh yeah.
You got no friends. I about to say, nigga, you couldn't go get a gun. So I'm saying, like, anyone can really get a gun, whether it's legal or not. But it's a toss-up, because, like, more people carrying guns could be dangerous. But at the same time, if it's me, yes, I would have felt much more comfortable had I been in Boulder and I have my gun on me, which it is a concealed carry place. You can have it. If I was in a state like that, I would always have a gun on me. And I would have killed him.
Yeah.
Tried to.
Oh,
I
they
would've
always
tried.
about to say.
Oh,
I
me?
feel like you got to take right now.
Yeah, I was clicking something up.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Gun control.
Talking about gun control? Oh, yes. Gun control. So at first I was always like ban guns. But like obviously, very tricky to do that. People have rights, Plus we need guns in case of an eventual government war against the people. But anyways,
Facts.
what we really need is to make it hard to get guns, because like you said, it's easy to get guns legally or illegally. But even legally, there's so many ways and avenues you can go to get a gun that sometimes you need to be over a certain age to purchase a gun. But there's a loophole that if you go to a gun convention and buy a gun from there, you could be under the certain age. There's just so many small
For real?
Yeah, I saw it on the
Damn, that's
Daily Show or
crazy.
something. There's so many small rules like that all throughout gun laws that just make it easy for people to get guns, and we just need to eliminate that. Personally, I also feel like we should eliminate assault weapons, because I don't feel like civilians need those, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a rapper,
Okay, if you're a rapper, I understand. Like, this should be having an exception. Like, if you're a little baby and you need an assault weapon for your music video, I mean, like,
Who
if the
talking
song
about
hit it,
videos?
And,
if the song hit it, then
Play-
for sure.
bro, and yeah, but like play.
Do the music videos.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have
I'll
much.
be like the baby.
Yeah, I don't have much of an opinion on like the assault rifle stuff, just because like I mean, not much of it. Just in terms of, I understand when people say you shouldn't be able to have assault rifles or whatever. It's not necessary, and it's like to that, it's like, yeah. I mean, I don't have one, and I don't think I need one. So it's like I don't know if I'm in a position to like really give a take of like what's needed and what's not. Because some people are really fucking proud of their guns and shit, man. But I don't
Guns
know.
are beautiful, man. I can't even lie. There's some like really nice guns out there.
But at the same time, because they have
But look what they can do.
yeah, they have limitations on like how many shits your magazine can carry and stuff like that. But it just all comes down to like you're making laws, but the people we're worried about are the ones that aren't following the laws anyways. So it seems like it's more hurting the people that just want to keep themselves safe. Because now we can't. But then places with concealed firearms, it is a little different, bro. If everyone's strapped up, but also.
Think about it, bro. Would you walk somewhere knowing like everybody's possibly strapped and shoot it up? Like,
I would never go
yeah,
there,
yeah, exactly.
I'm saying, like, you wouldn't walk anywhere if you knew
going to a
like
party in the base.
20 niggas might pull out guns with you at the same time. Like, oh, what's up? Like,
You might
like-
even become a better person.
What?
Because
You're gonna treat
look,
people differently.
Yeah, because
My life
everybody
on the line,
has
nigga.
guns. If everybody got guns, it's like,
That's what-
okay, we could be just straight up with each
Well,
other.
what do y'all think about that,
No,
though?
if everybody got guns, then I don't need to be there.
okay, what do you think about like them giving teachers guns? Like, they started thinking about that.
See, I don't. As
Oh, for the kids.
They were talking about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
So, full disclosure, my parents are teachers, so I'm coming from a different perspective. But I just don't feel like well, obviously it's my parents, but the way I see it, my parents shouldn't like have to shoot a gun if someone starts shooting up the school. Like, that shouldn't be their responsibility. They shouldn't have that. Oh, teacher, please save us. Like, no, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to teach. Like, I'm not gonna start shooting people.
So do we
But
have police?
Well, I have a question though
Okay.
for that. So you're telling me if there's a school shooting and you know what they'll tell all the kids, hide under the desk. Let's go, and they're just fucking sitting ducks. You're telling me your dad wouldn't fucking suck dick to get a gun in that moment?
I mean, no, man, he probably rather just die. But like,
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Though? Like
no,
at that moment, you want a gun.
no,
at
I
that
understand.
point.
I like the way I like about the idea was that
potted.
you have the option, the ability to. But I
His
feel
dad
like
must
the
slap the
way
You
shit
can't just breeze by that.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
so
Hey, Dale, you gotta tell your dad what happened so he can slap shit out.
You gotta tell your dad to watch this episode specifically.
like we're gonna timestamp like Dad's gonna be a timestamp in the description. Press that timestamp.
Hey, just ask him. Hey, just record. Hey, Dad, would you suck dick to get a gun?
Hey, in that moment, if the dude was down the hall fucking walking over,
See what he
shit,
says,
man.
Would you suck dick for the gun?
It's a
Yeah.
weird situation now that I think about it. If you think about it literally, like, why would... If the gun is already there, why am I having to suck
Travis
dick?
Murray's coming. Like,
Yeah,
he's coming.
yeah. You already said it. By not saying it, you already said
It
it.
was an example. It's like kill to get a gun.
You kissing the tip?
I'm done.
Just-
I'm done.
Because like I can't picture a scenario where it's like if the gun is here,
Would you be good at it or
I'll
bad?
kill before I suck dick to get a gun. So I'm gonna fight you for the gun. But in an alternate universe, man, I'd do anything to ride for mine, and that's all I'll say about it, man. I'm keeping it safe.
But like back to what I was saying.
I love y'all. I love y'all. Hey, if there was someone in the next room,
All right, that's hilarious.
So basically, we know Travis would suck dick to get a gun situation. So back to what I was saying. Like, I like how they have the ability to get the gun and fight, but I feel like the way that rules going to be set up, like they have the obligation to, like.
Bro,
they
I
have
would've-
to do this. It's their responsibility. Like, they're teachers. They're not security guards.
Ooh.
They're not like people
got
who
some.
they're not trained to do this. Like, they're here to teach math and science, not to shoot people. Like, they shouldn't have like,
I
it's
thought
your
of a strategy.
responsibility to do that.
hey, but the fire extinguishers in there. Ain't nobody's job to put out fires.
See, if I was a teacher and that was happening, like, y'all can grab the extinguisher. What the
But see,
fuck?
no, but I thought here's the perfect solution. You have it locked away in a room, right?
Yeah.
We'd have to up the fucking technology, right? But you have it locked away in the room. You know how like they had set off an alert when shit's going wrong? Yeah. Boom, press the button. They all just got unlocked. There's a shooter on campus. So the teacher is never gonna touch that gun unless there's a shooter on campus. Otherwise, that shit's just posted somewhere locked away.
Not on their
like
desk
that.
or something like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
but that would be
so
definitely
emergency
expensive.
button that opens the door, the lock for the gun to then be used for safety reasons.
Yeah.
But who handles the emergency button? Like the administration?
Administration, or like maybe you could have like the
A two-way
school
button or
security- Yeah, the
something.
school security guard has some access to it or something like that.
Yo, but think about what teachers got to go through on the daily. Imagine giving a teacher a gun
That's
and
why.
this kid is fucking. Oh my
Terrorizing
god, he's
Exactly.
making you cry and shit. What do you think? Like, I've seen plenty of videos of the teacher beating the kid's ass,
Yeah.
I've
and
seen
it was well deserved.
miserable
It was
teachers,
well
too.
deserved.
That's why I feel like they got to be locked away. Because like if I'm a parent, I don't know these fucking teachers. Like, this
Yeah.
nigga, he got a gun on him.
Yeah.
That's enough for me to not be around anybody. Like, if I'm just finding out, like, a nigga I don't know, yeah, I got a gun on me. Like, okay.
Oh yeah, nah.
Unless I know you, then I'm like, oh, good, we safe. But if I don't know you, like, okay, thanks for sharing that, man. So I don't want to know, like, a teacher has a gun on him. Think about the dumb teachers we had, certain ones. Mr.
Could not
Johnson
even-
with a gun?
Yeah, nah. Oh
Would
god.
have been shot, dog. Like, he would have shot the fuck out of us.
Imagine Mr. Brody with a gun.
Stay back! And I'm
Hey,
like,
bro, he ain't a level-headed dude. He can handle. He be shaking though. He be shaking.
fuck you, not know, man. All you see is just on his forehead, just wet.
Water in there, you shake it. I'll watch a video.
All right.
So while we're on this break,
Yeah.
address these guys being pussy, because I just feel like you're telling me if you're in the room with your mom in the classroom, just you and your mom, and the only way to save your life, and
Only
get a
way.
gun
I'm saying
is to
there's
suck
no
dick,
other option,
you wouldn't suck a dick.
bruh. At that time, it's time for me to go.
Okay, you and your girl.
What you think?
doing-
If I
I
wouldn't
know,
do it
of
for my
your
mom,
mom.
I'm definitely not doing it for.
You and your sister.
No,
Grandma.
no.
Grandma, come
I
on.
would
No.
probably have to do it for like, let's say I had a family and that was the dad, and I had kids and the wife. It was like a package deal thing. Like, okay, if I got kids, then like I'll consider it.
Come on now. Yeah, exactly.
Package deal.
All right, kids.
You know damn well. They got a
My
gun. It was
kids,
the
bro,
only
like-
solution. It doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't be the solution. But come on now.
I know your offspring. That's
your
a
kid?
because you're
I'll
connected
suck
to your
10
kid.
dicks for my kid.
This nigga's already so conflicted right now. He's like, "That's a good boy," but I'm not
Wait,
doing
let's just
it.
edit that out. Let's
Cause
just,
Whoa!
wait, let's,
Whoa!
let's re-pick back up from the break again, man. Let me try this again.
We're starting that.
I'll do anything for my kid, man.
You big dog. That's why. Yeah.
That made me big dog.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the kid part does, but the other stuff.
Okay,
no, no.
okay. Even worse dilemma. Your kid is dying, and there's only one way, but you gotta suck another kid's dick.
No, my son's dying. I'm sorry, my son.
No pedophilia. That's where you cut the line. That's where you cross the line with sucking dicks. But if it's a
I
grown
mean,
man
I'd
dick,
rather
you're-
it be a fucking like
I mean, like,
a
it's
kid.
But if it's a baby dick, then-
versus
No,
a
it's
fucking
a-
grown ass man dick.
No,
What the fuck?
It's like a double whammy at that point, but I'm really like 99.999% against it. Now you add like another thing. I'm just like, okay,
Bro, I don't know if it's just okay.
Okay,
if it's
okay,
For that
logically
So
reason,
you
though.
would suck dick.
It's nothing
You
weird.
suck the kid's dick rather than an adult dick.
Okay, deadass. If the situation was my kid's gonna die, your dick
Just
don't
go
even
and
work.
say-
You're a little ass kid. I'm gonna go like that. I'm just whatever, man. Like wait, okay, because you. So you're telling wait, you're telling me. Wait,
honestly, look, let me stop you. Let me stop you, bro. Let me stop you. I think we all agree with you, but you can't verbalize it. Like, you can't try to explain why sucking kid dick is better than grown. We know
grown-ass
why.
man
We
dick.
know
Okay,
why.
I thought y'all were saying
Like,
otherwise.
yeah, but we
Okay,
can't. Yeah, we can't explain why.
this is a great podcast, man. Hey, my mom was like, what are y'all talking
Because I know you're gonna break it down. Well, let me tell you why. Example A, B, C, D. This is why. Let me give you an example. Because
Kids D.
think about it. It might touch the back of your throat. You might have a gag reflex. No,
I got another thought on that. Yeah, okay.
he's not even coming yet. Like,
Bro, I was telling my mom, like, what do y'all talk about? And we're talking about, like,
Nothing.
different current issues. Well, like, we do talk about a lot of current issues and shit that's going on. And then, so it's just funny, like, that was along the topic. But I'm like, at the same time, it's just me and my friends. You know what I'm saying? We young, we talking
yeah.
that shit. So,
Okay. All right. Last one on this weird ass topic. You know.
this is a great topic. We should have led with this. This is so
Fucking intro.
great.
I think this one blows. But
No.
what's it called?
dirty boy.
Niggas gonna
Okay,
just clip me
okay.
saying, I took 10 dicks and just cut it out. Like, this nigga's
You better
weird.
keep that in the episode.
Yeah, maybe we'll just edit this out. Maybe we'll just,
Nah, we gotta let it rock. We gotta let it rock.
Hey,
Everybody's gonna see
let
it.
me
Whatever.
edit this pod.
Episode 10. Nobody's seen it.
Put it in bloopers, bro.
What's it called? I saw this video and they asked, would you give the first 99% of the blowjob
What
or
the
the
fuck
last
is this?
1%? Fuck up the great question.
What are niggas
Yeah, but that's
doing?
hilarious though.
My
Okay,
bad,
go
go
ahead.
on,
All right,
though.
what's
Go
up?
on.
Okay. Would you guys rather? Would you guys
Sucking dick
rather?
over there?
Nah.
School shooter.
You gotta save my kids. But no, I'm just kidding. Would you guys give the first 99% of the blowjob or take the last 1%?
Wait a minute. This whole time we were talking about sucking dick. You have to get a nigga off. No,
Hey, come on.
No.
come
Hey,
on.
nobody
You
brought
have-
that up. You brought that up.
no. He said, "Would you want the end or the start?" But I'm like, he's talking about when.
But
at
you'd give the
end.
99% of the
Oh,
blowjob.
No, I'm not giving no full blowy. I'm just thinking
So
like
you
I
just
gotta,
taking the nut to the face?
I just gotta. No, there's no nutting involved.
No, that's a scenario.
So this
Are you
whole
like-
scenario we've been talking about.
No,
there's
not
nut-
the whole scenario. Just now. So look, are you sucking
yeah.
99% of it, or are you kissing it once and he's coming on your face? You doing the last suck, or you doing the whole suck?
Hey, bro, you already admitted
do you want the
dick.
torture or do you want the
Yeah,
quick?
but the last suck comes with just the nut.
It's just like
Last
the
suck
worst.
nut.
But it's quick.
Okay. Last question about it. When you say it comes with the nut, one of y'all said nut in the face, so it's not going in you. You're not swallowing it. Like you're not. You don't have to swallow the
Damn,
nut,
bro.
I didn't even think about
or,
that.
or
You can spit.
bro. Because facial, I can close my eyes, be very upset, and then wash my fucking face off instantly.
Hey, the picture of you
Yo.
mad. It's just like,
I'm just mad standing.
Ain't mad. Ain't even to open my eyes. I'm sitting this. Bring the towel. I'm sitting there.
I don't know why, but it's the image of you hella mad, just looking up.
Nope. I'm just waiting for the
Oh
towel,
my
wipe
God.
off, then I'm
Oh,
showering.
you're gonna
bruh.
ask me for the towel?
Not him.
Give me a towel.
nah, you gonna smile.
Y'all niggas is nasty. We should have saved this for the Patreon.
Oh shit. Oh no, this is definitely going on Patreon.
Oh, okay.
We can start the
okay.
Patreon
And
this weekend.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, because the super exclusive shit, nobody really gonna see that shit until like they start paying for shit. Unless somebody like
you
wants
want
to pay
some
for that shit.
exclusive content from season 1?
But you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Patreon.
Let's talk strategy if we go on Patreon. Now some might say, why don't you do like $5 to watch the Patreon? Why don't you do $10? But see, I'm smarter than y'all. If we have $10, right, and we get 10 people to do it, that's $100, right?
We rich.
See, but the thing is, instead of that,
Mm-hmm.
$50 Patreon.
Yes.
We've already hit that number with only 2 viewers.
Okay.
We just need 2 viewers.
No. So
I like his big
when we
brain
get this
thinking.
Patreon going,
Or we-
everyone will pay $50.
$1.
Hey.
No, 50. Because think, okay, so
Everybody got $1.
if you got $1, so imagine this: everyone pays $1. You get 100 people. That's $100.
You got tears.
They all gotta pay 50. Imagine you get 50 people to pay 100.
Yeah.
500. Look at that math. I'm a business genius.
It's all that mental math?
That's
I saw that mental
entrepreneurship,
math.
I'm
Bro.
confused, bro. I'm
thought it was
calculating. this,
5,000.
yeah, I don't know.
Wait, 50 times what did I say?
50 times 10 is
Oh,
500.
100.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
5,000.
it's
Oh, so
5,000.
50 times 100?
50
Oh,
times.
I hate y'all.
Hey,
And-
man.
Numbers,
I'm not here
though.
to do math.
Yeah, no.
Anyways.
Are we gonna get on some serious shit? I like the timing of that discussion.
Yeah,
prior
so
to this.
are you gonna like do the last 1%
dick
or the
to-
first 99%?
last 1%. But I mean, if there's a choice, I'm not fucking getting
What
a nigga
about y'all?
off if I don't have
I
to.
like how
What about you?
like whispered into the mic.
Yeah.
'cause he didn't want
It's
to
just
say-
like none of it is it's all just all bad. But
I'll plead
honestly,
the
like
fifth.
I'm not gonna be the nigga that got him off. So if someone else had to do 99%, I'm like, damn, bro, you really like made this nigga get off, and you gotta wait.
Bro, but
Nah.
you're gonna be sucking dick for a while.
No, that's why not me. I'm
Oh.
on the 1%.
Oh,
You're just gonna be mad for a second.
Yeah, fuck
Versus
that.
like jaw, just
I'm not fucking
mad.
jaw hurt. No, but God, bro, that's like it's gonna stay with you.
Why can't
But
I just kill
also,
myself?
shout out to all
Yeah,
our
bro.
gay viewers, man. We got much
Wait,
love
wait,
and respect, man.
The conversation.
But
had
I
nothing
am
to
not
do with-
sucking no dicks, bro. Fuck out of here.
It's not
Um,
offensive. We're all heterosexual males. So
Yeah.
they wouldn't eat pussy if they're homosexual.
That's not true.
You
Okay.
Maybe they will. Maybe
You
they
can do anything
will.
you want to do in this life, man.
Yeah.
It's just like-
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry for pigeonholing you guys.
yeah, man. Why'd you? Yeah.
I'm canceled.
Then she going off.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about it. Quavo and Sweetie, man. You guys saw it or what?
Ooh.
What happened?
Yeah.
Listen.
I don't know.
What happened?
All right. All right.
That was big
rush me,
news.
don't
That was
rush
big
me.
news.
So Sweetie. Should we talk? Okay. Well, fuck. We might as well talk about it. She did a. Dale, why don't you just explain it, bro? Oh no, I just told you about it, huh?
Yeah, you're the one who explained it.
All right.
What's
all
the
right.
dude's name?
Yeah, you're stuck with this one.
Okay. All right. So the Saweetie shit is Saweetie. I know how to say the name, but for some reason it's sounding weird when I'm saying it. Saweetie.
I think if you keep focusing on the saw, then you start
Sweetie.
fucking up the name. Just
Yeah.
say
I always
sweetie.
say sweetie.
So anyways, you know, Saweetie's with Quavo, or so we thought. Then she goes and does a podcast with I always be saying Justin LA Boy, but I guess it's Justin LaBoy. And then Justin Combs, Diddy's son, obviously. And apparently, like, that's her ex, Justin Combs. And then basically, like, the whole vibe of the interview was on some flirty shit, asking her about threesomes, asking her about, like, just different shit. And some of the stuff kind of implied, like, they had been together type shit. Like, there was a clip circulating where basically they were asking Justin Combs, like, how do you know, like, I think she said Scorpius. How do you know Scorpius is, like, a good sign? He's like, nah, I've always gotten good energy from Scorpiuses, man. Like, I've always had really good experiences. And the other dude's like, what? How do you know that, huh? And then she's like, don't answer that. Let's take a shot. So it's like, obviously the internet then reacted like, what the fuck is that? You got a man. How do he, like, I don't want to say how do he let you because people can get mad. But, like, how is he cool with you doing all that? And then she went to Twitter. Y'all see how prepared I am? Watch this. She went to Twitter and she said, which one came first? Oh, yeah. I'm single. I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women. Then she said, I emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom, excited for this new chapter of elevation.
See,
Does this scream a sense of peace and freedom?
no.
I don't know if the whole situation does. But anyways, neither here nor there.
Toxic.
Quavo responded. Let's see what this man said.
Yo, I love the Quavo memes. The Quavo Future memes are so funny, yo.
He said, okay, so Quavius responded. He said, I know you want to make this into a show, so I'll play my part just this one time. I don't normally put my business out there, especially my personal life. I feel the need to address this so there are no false narratives. And then he said...
He said that too? No false narrative?
He responded that, yeah. He responded, then he said, I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish nothing but the best with the little prayer emoji. And then she said, take care, nigga. She just said take care.
She said take care to
Yeah,
him?
she responded and said take care. On some Drake shit.
That's some tough shit.
I have a
You know?
question
Yeah.
for you guys. So obviously, cheating is bad.
Yeah.
But how bad is being emotionally checked out?
Well, she was saying she's emotionally checked out because of I think she was saying basically like because of the cheating. Because like the intimacy and all that.
But I have a hot take. I'm not necessarily I agree with this, but you know, I just like to talk shit and argue. So emotionally checked out means that you're not really giving her all in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So isn't it not fair on her end to not give her all in the relationship when she's agreeing to give her all by being in said relationship? So in this situation, aren't both parties in the wrong?
What if she's a stoic?
If I tell you I've been cheated on, like my girl cheated on me, I've been mentally checked out for a while, man, all this betrayal and hurt. I feel like you're not like, wait, so you were emotionally checked out? You'd be like, oh yeah, she was cheating on you? Like, yeah, I'd be checked
that's
out
different
too.
though. You're my homie.
Oh, okay, I feel you. Yeah, there's that. All right, bro, honestly, like, if I'm just be real, and I might get some hate for this, but like, come on, bro, you know what you're doing. Like, you know what you're doing in this industry. Like, if you go on a fucking podcast with your ex and another nigga, knowing the type of stuff they're going to discuss on it, and you responding the way you are, you're going to do your thing. Like, let's just be real. Like, what did you think the internet would react like when you haven't announced any type of breakup? All they know is y'all two are together, you just did a fucking show with your ex, and y'all was flirting the whole time.
She knew what she was doing.
Okay, so let's reread her thing. What was the last thing she said? Oh, yeah, I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Why is it circulating? Oh, is it because you did a podcast with this nigga? Okay, got it. So let's take it the other way around. If Quavo did a pod with his ex and they was all touchy, what would the internet have done? Would they have reacted the same? I think they would have. Like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Because he got a whole female in Saweetie. So then imagine the same situation after he, on his own power, does this show, assuming he has some type of foresight of how the world will react. Imagine he then goes to Twitter and is like, I've endured too much from this girl. Blah, 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 blah. I'm at peace now. To me, it's just like, dog, everything was lined up. This did not happen. Like, something got leaked. You fucking did an interview, saw the world's reaction, and then went and aired out your relationship. So it's like, if he cheated, I don't support cheating. I understand you not being together with him. But this scenario is just like, I do see what he's saying in terms of like, you're definitely bringing it to the internet. You for sure bringing it to the internet.
That is facts. Yeah. That is definite facts. You'll see the Salt Bay shit.
No, I feel like I heard talks about it. What was the Salt Bay shit?
So there was this dude. I think it was a football player. I can't remember his name, but
Amari Cooper?
probably. Are you just making up the name, or do you
No,
actually know?
I know he was a football player that was at the restaurant.
Okay, so they go to eat at Salt Bay's restaurant, and you know what Salt Bay's restaurant is. You know, he be chopping up some meat and then putting some salt on it from his elbow, and then he might put it in your mouth. He put his meat in your mouth.
Seen this.
So he cuts up a piece, and he got a gigantic sword, and he gets a piece, and then he's feeding the girl.
And sorry, who is it that he's feeding?
Or
Or like
the
whose
football
girl
players.
is it? Which the football player?
Say a name.
Wait. Must be a different football player then.
What do you mean?
Because Amari Cooper did it and it was just with his homies. And like they're all like passing the meat around because they didn't want to eat the meat.
Okay. There was a video that surfaced. I forgot. Freaking.
Are we
Salt
sure it's a
Bay.
football player?
I think so. Yeah.
Check.
Okay. So, the Salt Bay's restaurant. He got the meat on the sword.
Yeah.
On the sword.
On the sword.
And he's putting it in her mouth.
Yeah.
He's putting the meat he just cooked up in her mouth, and
So,
she's taking it in like and all you see is the dude just looking at her like, what the fuck?
They definitely had to talk about that.
Definitely. Like,
as soon as they got back in the car.
Like, exactly. Obviously, you're not gonna do it in public, but it was just like she couldn't just grab it, you know.
She's doing the most.
And then there's another video of I think they made a skit though, but they were at Benihana's and they're spraying the water in the girl's mouth or whatever that is. Is it water at Benihana, or it's alcohol?
Probably alcohol or something.
Okay, so he's spraying the alcohol in her mouth, and next thing you know, she's like shaking her titties and shit. And then her man starts walking in, and he's just looking at her like, what the fuck? Like, he just heated. You could just tell.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Salt Bay shit? Because obviously, dude was because I heard about that video. I forgot what his name is, but you know what? Like, does it really fucking matter what his name is?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the topic the same way, regardless. But
Cause we're gonna put it into like how we react to it.
that was my question. Like, so basically, Salt Bay, you know what Salt Bay be doing? He fucking wants to feed you his meat on a fucking skewer, sword, knife, whatever. And then you eat the meat off. And I guess like she had her tongue out and she was all in on it. She was fired up.
But damn, I don't know. I would not be okay with that. That'd be fucking weird. I wouldn't want my girl to like.
Why you being emotional?
Cause I'm a human being.
So you want to control her?
No, it's because I'm a human being.
Was it in the
emotions.
way that she took it, or is it just in general you wouldn't want like a dude feeding her meat?
It's not even the fact about that it's meat and steak. It's just like the way she went about it. It would jab at me a little bit. It's like, yo, you could have just grabbed that.
Yeah, I could also see it from the point of view of like, you know that like I'm famous, so like there's always cameras on us. Like,
Yeah.
maybe don't grab it like you sucking some dick or something. 'Cause, like, like you know what the cameras is gonna do. But I think also it was his reaction that made it such a meme and shit. 'Cause like the way he's looking at her, like they had a car ride back.
Like a regular person would.
So
like, you're
would
not
you
gonna be
react like that?
smiling.
Would you be mad? Like if y'all at a restaurant, he doing his thing, you know, he doing the little elbow shit. Oh, that came. Alright, fuck it. You know, he doing his little salt elbow shit. Then he's gonna get the meat off, hand it to her. You saying you'd be mad if your girl took it off the knife, or is it the way she did it?
The way she did it. Like if you're taking the meat off the knife, like whatever, it's just food. But the way the woman was doing that video, like she was obviously like doing the most. I'm not trying to say she sexualized herself, but she made things that could have been intended as sexual.
Yeah, she got tongue out and everything.
Yeah, I was just like, if a random person fed you food like that, if your mom fed you food like that, would you react that way? No, you wouldn't. So why are you acting like that way with him? Like,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like you're doing the most on purpose.
So it's a sexual, so for you, if she just took it off with her mouth, still with her mouth, but like she just did it normal, would it still be weird? Because I mean, it's still a guy, you know, feeding.
It is an experience, you know. You want, like, I guess you're paying so much money at this restaurant, and he just did all these tricks to what's it called? He just did all these, like, he prepared food right in front of your face, or he has the theatrics. He's very well known for the theatrics. So of course, maybe a girl wants to eat the meat off the stick, but don't do it right while I'm in front of you. You know, It's
Wait,
like
you ate it normally. You just don't want her doing it in front of you. Like
it's
no extra
it's a
shit.
little
She just
disrespectful.
really
To me,
just
like,
to take the meat off. Eat the meat.
especially if I'm famous.
But at the same time, like, you went to his restaurant,
It's
like,
not
you
big
trying to
restaurant.
get that whole like
Yeah,
presentation and
like
shit.
and you paid for the extra Salt Bay experience, so it's like
Nigga gonna salt you up, man.
And she-
You know what I would have done if I was a dude?
what?
I would have yanked that piece of meat and I would have ate it.
Low key? Nah, I don't like causing a scene. But if I did, I would 100% do that.
I would have took it out of her mouth.
Like, I don't know. It's tough because you there in that situation. Honestly, I feel like if I was there with my girl and it's like a wholesome, like we having fun. Oh, he's doing this shit. You like, especially, I don't know. A lot of it I feel like is more about feel than anything though. Like, it would be totally different because I feel like what you're saying. Imagine if your girl was like this. Comes, she's like, looks at you. Is it cool? Like, you don't mind? And you're like, oh, chill.
Yeah,
See, it's a lot of it I feel like is more
Oh,
more
yeah,
about
yeah,
feel.
that
Like,
is good.
if even not even like she has to do that, but if we're just having a good time and you know the person you're with, I feel like it more comes down to that. Like, because I feel like if they're doing all that to the point of making you uncomfortable, it's like, what else do they do that makes you uncomfortable? If we out having a good time and bro feeds my girl like some meat or something, she takes, all right, whatever. Like, it's like, I don't want to let that ruin. I wouldn't really be tripping, but
Wait.
honestly, I don't think Salt Bay is taking my girl like that.
So you guys, the fact that he just feeding her meat really bothers you guys that much?
No, I'm saying
Nah.
it doesn't. I'm saying
Oh,
it
okay.
doesn't. No, I'm saying it wouldn't really.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't bother me too much, but like that's why like. But if it's like all that sexual, like you got the
Yeah.
cameras on us, it's just I'm more just looking like I observe, like I'm
Yeah,
observing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
okay,
feel you
that's,
on that.
that was an interesting way to go about that, and I feel like stuff like that, like if you're with someone who makes you like feel insecure or like make you uncomfortable in situations like
They're
that,
not right for you.
it's probably not the only thing like that. It probably isn't a one time like.
Yeah.
It'll probably show in other aspects, but like for the most part, like okay, but would y'all take meat off Salt Bay's knife? Tyga did that shit. He was like,
I wouldn't.
How much did
Because
I
I
pay
knew y'all
for
wouldn't
it?
shut up about it. That's the sole reason, honestly.
yeah, I might. Just,
Am I paying for it? I might have to, you know?
I probably just grab it off. Probably like honestly, like if dude did the whole presentation and shit like that, the only thing I wouldn't do though is like, cause the way he did Tyga dirty, bro. He was dangling that shit like right over here, like
They're making
reaching
a chase for it.
Man, you
like-
better put that shit right in front of me, dog. And I'm-
Yo, you know Salt Bay be making jokes in the back for sure. He's like, you see how that motherfucker took the meat off the stick?
Mm.
Yeah,
It's like-
maybe, yeah, bro, because he has to know like niggas don't really want another man feeding them, but he still do that shit, dangle it up in front of you, like.
I mean, they paying for it. So like,
Well, that's what
Yeah.
kind of got him up there too, you know?
They don't put too much weight in the whole in the meat taking shit. I guess like I just wouldn't want to make it awkward. Like I'm not gonna be that like mad, but yeah, just bring that shit over to me. Unless
Put it
I
on
could,
my
I would try to
plate.
grab it first, but you put it away, I'd be like, all right, man, you better
Yeah,
put that
stop
shit
playing,
right here,
motherfucker.
guy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm not fucking. And if you pull it away again,
Now I'm just
like,
be like,
it's
all
over.
right, bro. I'm not.
It's
doing this
over.
with you.
Like, I'll
Yeah.
let it be awkward. Like, nah, your show's ruined. I'm just sitting here now. Like, all right, fun. Fuck it.
Now we're just
I gave
mad.
you a chance. I tried to
Fuck
make
you.
it not awkward. Fuck it. But what's up, man? You got anything new for us? Is it Sakibi time now or what? Is you about to get in your mode?
Okay. I'll
Waiting
tell
on you,
about-
dog.
All right. Have you guys ever heard of the rat maze experiment?
No.
I know there's tons of rat maze experiments because, you know, humans love experimenting on
Life's
rats.
a maze, man.
Exactly. So, before I get into this, actually, it's a research, it's a study. Before I get into that, thank you. Before I get into that, nice. Let me ask you guys a question. What is stronger, the addiction for drugs or the addiction for love?
Love is a drug.
Answer the question.
Drugs.
Love can be chemically broken down as chemicals, so in a sense, it can be considered a drug.
Okay.
So then other types of drugs or love.
Okay. The question is, what is stronger, the addiction for drugs or the addiction for love?
On a world scale, or for a person.
Give me your answer, however you took that.
Free right. Just respond.
Okay.
Well, I'd say definitely drugs. Because drugs, you go into withdrawals without it. Like, your body is literally shutting down. Drugs, you have to take it. Like, if you really addicted, like, that's an everyday thing. A lot of people will lust for love or they want love, but, like, you're not sitting there like, I need some love right now. You're fucking shaking, can't go to work and shit like that because you haven't gotten any love. So it's like, stronger? I mean, this shit'll fuck
Drugs
your
will
body
kill
up. So
you.
that shit pretty strong, man. That shit fucks lives up, man. You know, I had one dude, this is off topic. I had a kid I grew up with. Not really grew up with. I went to elementary school with him. he had 2 dads, gay dads, cool people. I've been to the house before. They're nice. So like, and then my mom knew them, but she really knew them through a friend of hers. So like that's how everyone kind of knew each other. One of the dads, and they raised a kid, right? But 2 kids since they were like whatever to like whatever age we were, elementary. Bro, one of the dads gets hooked on drugs. And this nigga is like, he's literally just riding the subway all day. But imagine, like, you two are grown men. He was a successful dude, had a house and everything. 2 kids that they adopted. Obviously, they're gay. But 2 kids that they adopted. And he ends up getting hooked on drugs, riding the subway all day.
Yeah.
That's just crazy,
Completely
bro.
changed your life.
Huh?
'Cause I think drugs takes in, like, because that's money, too. Plus, it's like if you start, like, doing shicey shit for the drugs, like, I think drugs kind of avalanche into other parts of your life versus, like, love. You're just going to be emotionally hurt. You know, you might be sad to sing some sad songs or something like that. But
And we get love from a lot of different places, too.
yeah. I mean, but if you're thinking about it, like, the attachment for that necessity of what maybe fake love is, but just maybe attention, then that could be crazy, too, because, you know, that's not real love. And now you're just saying, oh, that is love or whatever that is, you know.
All right. Let me blow your mind real quick with this rap maze shit.
All right.
I like the answers I got.
All right.
So, this researcher, he created a maze, and he put a rat in there, and then he put in one side of the maze you have cocaine, and in the other side of the maze you have food. So the first time he'll let the rat go, and he'll let the rat discover food, and then after he'll let the rat discover cocaine, and then you know what that rat kept doing? Like now it's just like free for all. Now you get to choose which way you go, and the rat kept going back to the cocaine. So your hunger addiction is not as strong for your addiction for love. I mean for drugs. In this experiment. Okay. And then he got another rat and he put cocaine again on one side of the maze, and then he put a companion on the other side of the maze, and he let the rat try the cocaine, and then he let the rat go to the companion, and guess what the rat kept going back to?
Cocaine?
Companion?
The companion.
Oh.
But
I don't
that's
know.
not, that's more like,
I
how
don't
many
know.
like pussy, bro? You want some pussy? That's it.
But I'm like, I don't know if that's like the greatest, because like, it's
I
a whole
wouldn't know.
nother rat. Like, I mean, it's like if you saw a person that you hadn't seen before and you got a line of coke by you, even if you're addicted, like, I probably, what's up with dude? Like, who's this guy? And I'm like, oh, nah, I'm going straight for it. Like, I need some coke right now.
Like,
I
the
probably,
coke is always there, but this person.
if I see someone,
Yeah. I'm not saying that this is absolute when
No,
it
but that
comes
is
to
interesting,
human
though.
beings,
Right, it
but
is.
it's crazy how the rat did end up keep going to the cocaine compared to food, but then he started going back to companionship.
Was it the
because
same rat?
It was a different rat because
okay.
that other rat, obviously, a
Nah,
motherfucker's a
fucked
drug
up.
addict.
Yeah. But also, if you a rat though, like, cause it's like if we're in prison, like, cause rat, you're being a testing rat, you're basically in prison, so it's like, I'm less surprised that like that they went to the other rat, cause it's like it's another of you, and you around all these fucking humans, and like coke. I don't know, for a rat, like, because it's not like they're addicted yet. So if it's really a decision, like another companion or more coke, unless you're like a full, like you've been on coke,
Well,
so like you need that. Maybe if they've been on coke, they might run to it. But I'm like,
Well,
I'm not
that's
that
why
surprised.
he
Maybe it's
that's
like
the crazy
'cause-
part, that he did let him go to the cocaine, let him discover cocaine first compared to finding the companion. So I was
Think
just
about it like this,
ah.
though. Think about it as a rat, you only have kind of like a few things to kind of knock off your checklist of life. You know, that's like eat, sleep, and fuck. You know what I mean? So like their life is pretty broken down, really simple. So it's like, okay, let's say you replace cocaine with food. A rat may be able to, in his rat mind, say, okay, cocaine is food. I don't need food anymore. Whereas a companion, it's like, okay, I still need to reproduce. So it's like maybe that ties down into a further primal thing to where it's like they know, okay, I know I'm not the drugs now because I still need this other part, that companionship, or I guess love. I don't know if rats can love, you know, but
Maybe they can.
maybe they can,
I
but
feel like love is all
maybe it
throughout.
plays into their mental chemistry more. Because maybe humans, we have that choice to be like, oh, I'm not going home to my wife and kids. I'm about to go get high. Like, versus, because it's like, let's say you do the same thing for a human. It's like, okay, like, would you rather have sex with her or do drugs? You'd be like, well, fuck her. Like, give me the drugs. Like, Give me the drugs and her.
She makes my life
Yeah.
difficult. I need the drugs.
Yeah, give me the drugs with her. So fuck it.
I'm not going to my wife and kids. I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna
get out.
Yeah, shit. That's what happens, you know.
That's
but
mood, though.
versus a rat where it's like, okay, I know the coke is fun, but at some point it's playing into my natural being of a rat, and it's like I'm gonna go with the other rat person that gives me, I guess, that other kind of feeling. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just thinking.
Well,
And dude, rats have tiny ass brains, bro.
Yeah, like they're not thinking about.
Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, they're idiots.
yeah.
But you know what's crazy? During the pandemic, since all the restaurants were closed, like earlier on in, there was like a lot of rat cannibalism. They were either basically finding homes to live in and try to eat off there, or the big other thing is because like they're starving, because a lot of them, they live off food scraps, trash cans, dumpsters, and there was none of that. So they were dead ass. There was cannibalism going on with rats. That shit's crazy.
They were just eating each other out.
It was starting to happen more and more, which means that like makes rats become much more aggressive. Like they evolve kind of quickly. So there was some aggressive ass rats apparently.
Any type of
God
cannibalism.
damn.
Well, I say any type of cannibalism will kind of make you more aggressive. I guess that's what they say.
When you got no choice, I mean hunger. That's
Yeah,
really what it is. When
true.
you fucking not no other options,
I
like
feel like once you go like you start eating other people, like it's just like you just start going downhill from that point, and like your whole life just changes. So like,
No, I think you're downhill way
I think
before
you
you
must be
start eating
downhill.
people. Because for you to make that rationale, like, yeah, I think it's a good idea we start eating people. It's like, yeah, downhill happened a long time ago.
hey,
Yeah.
but earlier Dale said if he was stranded somewhere, he wouldn't do any cannibalism. Like even if well, you were saying you were just saying you wouldn't ever,
I probably would rather just off myself than eat another human being to survive.
even if the human being was dead already.
Uh-oh.
If I didn't know who they
Oh.
were, maybe. But let's say I knew who they were. Let's say like we're out together and Tori
How long
dies,
are they dead?
and it's like eat Tori's body to survive. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that, bro. Like that's Tori's body. I can't.
Why? I don't
Troy,
need
he
it.
probably
I'm
wants you
dead.
to eat it.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I mean, I know.
We're the homies.
I mean, even if Tori was okay with me, I just can't because like this is Tori's body, bro. Like
If I was okay with it, would you?
probably not.
Okay, well, then you just don't want to eat a body then.
Yeah, don't eat the body.
Bro,
Just can't do
I'd start eating off the spine first.
You're dumb.
You'd have to get through the rib cage and
Wait,
shit.
what?
That's
Why the
interesting.
fuck would you pick the spine?
Interesting order of operations. But
Nah, you know what I'd eat first? I'd eat your pineal gland.
Oh.
Not that shit right here.
Yeah.
Not that third eye shit.
Hell yeah.
It's actually not like a specific
Well,
gland.
because if you just died, you just released DMT, and I was like, dude, I gotta try DMT for my first time. So I'm like, boom, pop,
In my brain,
into your
and
brain,
then-
and then
yeah.
bam, I'm in there.
It don't, yeah, I'm
And
already
then
out the
I'm
body.
tripping, yo.
So would y'all eat a person if y'all were stranded
No,
and they were already dead?
no.
Oh, you would?
Really?
Oh, the way you're.
I don't
If
even.
they're
eat a
already
person.
dead.
Bro, like I said, I don't know. Or no, I didn't say it on the
You
pod. but
dying though.
Tori
bruh.
don't even eat
I don't
beef.
like I barely eat food. So
Hey,
like me
this
eating a
nigga
person,
don't
I'm
eat
like,
pizza,
nah, I'm
bro.
good. Like
Bro,
I'll eat
you're-
grass.
You cannot think clearly when you dying, bruh.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
it's-
but
That
I've-
nigga, that was his name. David
Dark
Cho was
Psyche.
thinking about killing the dude and eating him because he was just that
Yeah.
fucked up. Your head is not clear no more.
yeah, but I don't care about life that much. I've already
You
dealt
say
with
that
kind
until
of-
you're there.
No, I've already dealt with that.
Yeah,
no,
what?
I
You
wouldn't-
dealt with cannibalism?
No, I've dealt with the possibility of me putting my mind in that situation. Like, would I eat somebody to stay alive? Like, my life is not that. I'm okay.
This just got interesting. How have you put your mind
Yeah, how
to
have you
that?
done? Yeah, you said
Yeah.
no. I've been there
This got
before. I
really-
put my
So,
mind in
I
that
put-
situation.
He's like, yeah, this one time I was trying to eat some nuts, but I said no.
Huh?
Yeah,
This is
he's
a
always
gay
trying to
ass
get gay.
pod,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. That's
No,
some gay
nuts,
shit.
nuts like fucking peanuts. My bad, cashews.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, how you do that?
You said
I know.
nuts
I think a
fucking?
lot.
What?
So look, Travi, like you say, right? You think a lot, right? So I think a lot, but sometimes imagination runs wild if it's not checked in the right way. So let's just say when I was younger, I had a thinking mind that saw the world early, that decided to play on that imagination a lot. So, and I've not experienced death like close, like hitting home close, but like the way my mind works, when I saw my grandma, like when she came home for chemo and was bald, I instantly thought she was dead. And like from that moment, I kind of reshaped what death meant to me. Like I kind of started playing with the idea of death in my head as like a paradigm, you know? And so I kind of stuck on that with an imaginative mind, thinking of high and low, but it wasn't in the right place because it wasn't guided. You know, it was like, kind of like, let's say like you listen to metal music or something like that. That's more of a tense, song versus fucking classical. Regardless of what you say, you might love the metal music, but if you are unwillingly listening to it and subconsciously driven by it, you wouldn't even really notice, like, damn, I am more aggressive. Because I'm just saying I like the music, but the music at that time for me was the idea of death. You feel me? So I'm playing with the idea of death in so many different ways and facets of what that means to the world, what that means to me, what that means to my being, like those type of questions. But without that guidance and imagination, then not fantasies, but image, like I say, images. Let's just say that some images that would be filtered for somebody else, or somebody else would call sadistic or fucking crazy or just off the wall. Like, I'm learning now as I get older, it's just like, for me, that's just a part of my journey. Like, I guess, like, not like a burden you carry with it, but it's like I check it now and I'm aware of it. And I'm like, hey, you can't let that idea or that, I guess, quote unquote fantasy or imagination run too wild in a certain direction. Because if it does, then you remember where that led, because where you were at every day was fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that, and it wasn't directed in the right way.
Bring it home now. Related to the...
Well, I feel that, but fast forward 20 years, you have 2 kids at home and a wife. You wouldn't eat someone for them if it meant getting back to them?
So then that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm asking, like, you have them at home and your life depends on it. You'd be like,
my life doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've played with the idea of what my life means to me. So it's like my life, me eating somebody else. Like, I guess my own moral code. Like, I don't believe in everybody. Oh, there's a moral code for humans. Like, fuck, you have your own moral fucking code. But it's like, my moral code does not say that I need to eat somebody else to sustain my life, because I've literally, at first, like, I used to eat beef, pork, all that shit, but now, like, or I told you a few months ago, I was trying to crack an egg and I couldn't eat an egg because I saw feathers and my stomach turned, and I was like, I hadn't eaten eggs for like months since then.
Where the fuck you getting eggs with feathers in them?
Bruh, I don't know. Random ass carton of eggs, cracked one, feathers, and I was like, oh, my stomach turned. Fuck, I don't really want to eat eggs no more. Like, I lost my appetite. Then cracked another one, like damn near half, like embryo, like full on egg, and I was like, okay, I didn't eat eggs for months after that. So I'm like, okay, my body is changing to certain things and certain, like, before, yeah, now it's like, no. So now in this position, I can't see myself eating somebody to save myself, because it's like,
okay,
if I die, I die. That's the position I'm in.
But you're saying this with food in your belly, and when you're delusional and you haven't eaten in 2-3 weeks, you don't know what your mind will change to.
And put it this way, all the stories you hear about the people that have survived from eating people, I'll give you whatever amount if you find a story where not everyone ate. Because when they eat somebody, everyone eats. Like, there's never one person that's like, nah, I'm chilling. Y'all can eat them.
Do you think they finish
Everybody
the human?
eats. At that point, everybody eats. Yeah, bro, you got no food.
But your stomach is tiny. Because you haven't eaten in like 2 weeks.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, well, also the meat is disgusting too, but it depends, yeah, because some people, like, especially if you're sick already, like, if you've gotten sick, like, one dude was in the jungle, and he tried to eat his dog, so fucked up, right before he got rescued, he tried to eat his dog.
Oh, yeah.
He killed the dog, then he took one bite of it, threw all that shit up, because, like, he had tapeworm, he had different shit from being in the jungle, and that was the most fucked up part, though, right after he killed the dog and tried to eat it, like, someone came, like, basically got saved, and, like, a lot of people hated him, like, the animal rights people.
Why?
Would you kill your dog if you were out somewhere? I wouldn't. I couldn't. But I say that. It's not fair to say that because you haven't been in this position, but, like, nah, because dog, like, that dog was his companion. Like, that's the thing. Like, that nigga was so happy when he found the dog. Like, they ran into each other because they got separated because he got, like, in this crazy canoe thing.
Yo, that's a really good one. That was a really good story.
Thanks, man.
No, no,
the
infographics. Yeah, that was a really good
that
episode.
one.
That's why I was like, yo, this shit sound familiar.
Yeah, bro. I sent it to you. I told you. That's crazy.
Yeah, infographics got some good shit, man.
Would you eat somebody?
Would I eat somebody? Ah, man, it's hard to say because... is there any circumstances?
I'm saying,
just
like,
hunger?
There's definitely circumstances.
Yeah.
What are the circumstances?
You're trapped on an island.
In and out line's really long.
Would I eat a human? Fuck. Alright. Well, okay, so what are the circumstances for eating the human? Like, is it just hunger?
I guess, yeah.
And I'm stranded?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We were talking about that. Yeah, you're stranded somewhere. Let's say you're stranded on an island with what's the scenario? Was he with strangers or is he with people he knows? Did our private jet crash?
Oh, okay, fine. So hard.
Good. Let's make it real then. Our private jet crashes 10 years from now.
Yeah.
My private jet.
I thought it was Our.
I didn't even charter. It's
Come
mine.
on, I thought it was ours.
You were on it. We crashed. And then we didn't take yours that day. That's why.
Nice.
But we crashed, and now we on the island. Niggas are starving.
Is Mike with us?
We no. We fuck off.
I know. I mean that motherfucker first.
We tried it when we've been hunting. We've been doing all this shit. The island is totally deserted of any food, any natural shit we could get. We can't find no coconuts and shit.
We're on an island?
We're basically we're asked out.
Yes, we're on a fucking island.
We're on an island. You know what I'd eat? Fish.
No fish.
Remember at the start of the scenario when I said the food is all out?
Look,
Cause
here's the, yeah,
But
exactly.
if we're on an island, there's like easy food right
No,
there.
no,
The
no,
ocean.
there's no
way you would,
Okay.
And I'm actually thinking of there's a specific story. I'm basically just copying an actual story that happened, where they basically ended up on an island and there was no other they ran out of shit. Like eventually they were able to survive for a period of time fishing and stuff like that, but eventually like there was no more fish to fish because I guess the time of the year it was, all that time passed, there's different times.
Yeah.
So they're asked out, you're starving.
Okay, so it's us four on the island. So and there's no food, and it's been 2 weeks.
Bro,
that
are
I
you
haven't
eating
eaten.
somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What the fuck?
Who are you eating first?
It's not gonna be my choice. It's gonna be my brain and my stomach's choice.
So you needed
So you have
all
no
that
mistake.
info to come to the conclusion that yes, you would eat somebody if your
Yeah.
life depended on it. Okay. I like that. All right.
I gotta be honest.
I don't. Okay, I would do it, but like only after a person died. But you know what's interesting? I feel like I talked.
Oh
about this
yeah. I'm not gonna fucking kill you to eat you.
People have done it. But you know what's interesting is sailors. I forgot of what fucking vessel. Whatever. I feel like I told y'all this though. But I think it was back when like the Queen was sending people out and shit. If they ended up deserted, it was like a tradition. I don't know traditions, but it was like a custom of like when we're all on this life raft because you can't steer it. You're just hoping you wash up, and they all would draw
Sticks.
draw sticks and shit. And whoever lost was basically like, okay, like shoot me. So they shoot him and they eat him, and they literally would take turns. Once they ran out of food, all right, we're drawing another stick, man. Someone's gonna die, and they were okay with it. Like
That's pretty fair.
That's a
fair.
good group.
It was your time to go. You picked the wrong stick.
You gonna have to. You would for sure if y'all were in that thing, you would have to just volunteer because you're like, well, I'm not eating anybody, period. So I'm just gonna let myself die anyways.
Yeah, no.
Well, you like, I'm gonna let myself die anyways. So.
I'm gonna live naturally as long as I can live naturally.
Like, what if somebody saves us and shit? Like,
Then we get saved. Exactly. Yeah.
like I kill myself prematurely
Just
for no reason.
to pre-feed you.
Yeah.
Like, maybe feed you one day. Like, nah. Fuck
Would you
that.
draw sticks though?
I mean, hey, look. If we all
If
somehow
it was
like,
custom, I guess. Like,
no, it has to
yeah.
be like. There's no foolproof way somebody's getting fucked out of it, or like, let's say the captain doesn't choose sticks on Tuesdays or something, but everybody else does. Like, no, that's some bullshit. If we're all cool, like we all understand, all even, yeah, I'll choose some.
We would have to have guns for that stick plan to work because if we're
Yeah.
just gonna fucking tear you apart, that's
No, fuck
savage.
no,
that's
nah.
yeah. We
Yeah,
need to
there's
have
no point
one
to the
gun.
sticks.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
had guns. Exactly. Yeah, I could never.
Well,
Well,
yo, we in the ocean. We could just shoot a whale. It might pop up, and we take a couple.
okay, a
bites.
stranger though.
Stranger.
It's getting
I wouldn't
dim.
kill him.
It's getting dim. This nigga ain't help you build a fire one night. He bitching and moaning. Now
He
you
can
getting
cap him.
paranoid
He
because
ain't
your
help you
mind
build
is
a
fucked.
fire one night.
I'm gonna start up an argument and try to get him riled up.
Everybody delusional.
Wait, what'd you say, bitch? Nah, dude, I saw the shit. What'd you say? Oh, okay. And then I could tell everybody, nah, he started getting physical with me.
That's fucked
It was
up.
him or me.
That's fucked up.
No, you gotta get him
You're the
riled
one
up.
who survived. You paint the narrative, you know.
Wow, history.
History's written by the
We're
winners.
base people, man.
Wow.
Did I start this shit? I always get scared. I'm paranoid. Like you'd be on that island, man.
I wouldn't be paranoid.
But
I'd be swimming with the fishes.
yeah, I know. Your mind would have been already mentally prepared and shit.
Yeah.
You would have filled your body with hunger through your
Yeah.
mind.
You know, I'll be fasting.
Yeah. Well, that's a different type of fast though. This shit. But
I mean, 5 days, 2 weeks. I mean, I know 2 weeks, but I don't know. I think if mentally, if you're okay with not eating, then you. I mean,
bro, your body is dying at one point. Like you're
But,
literally your insides are eating itself. Like eventually, you're talking like a week. Yeah, that's one thing. But like,
but think about it though. If you're mentally in a place to where you can say, "I'm gonna not eat food for days," do you think that you're really pressed to at that point? I'm
you're
saying
saying
like
days. What about months? You're
okay,
gonna die.
even months. Like I'm just saying, like if you're in the place to say, "Okay, I'm not going to eat," but you have a different mentality of it, like, "Oh, fast a day, fast 2 days, fast 3 days," but it's like, no, I'm fasting for a certain reason, or I'm meditating while fasting. Like I think mentally, you're not gonna just be like, "Okay, yeah, I'll eat somebody," even if it is months down the line. You're like, "Okay,
That's
I've
not
been
fasting.
hungry."
That's
That's not
starving,
realistic.
bro. That's not the same
Okay.
at all. Like that's a decision to fast. you're dying trying to look for food, bro. Like, your head is not gonna be right. Like, you can speak from a place of it now, but it's like, bro, if you in it, like, imagine you telling that to someone who had to literally eat someone that they knew, and you're like, nah, because I already know if I was in that position, I just wouldn't do it. And they're like, bruh, you were not out there for months thinking about your family, people get delirious, bro. They're just dying. Like, people talk about having visions and shit like that. Like, they can't think clearly. People have done some dumbass shit and gotten themselves killed because their minds were like, it's like you're I don't even know why I'm trying to describe it. I couldn't describe it. But it's like, from what they say, it's like you're fucking delusional. You have no idea where you're at. You're having different thoughts. People hallucinate. You're dead ass hallucinating shit like that, bro. Like, I don't know. I can't even imagine what being in
What
that.
would you hallucinate? Food? Or you think you'd hallucinate into some other shit?
People have
like
talked about
see,
a bunch
like
of crazy
past
hallucinations.
I think the monk that sets himself on fire and the monk that fast would not just be pressed to eat somebody. That's all I'm saying. It's from a mindset of steady mindset. Like,
What?
I've never seen a monk starving to death, though.
you've never seen a monk starving? Not starving because you've never seen a monk starve like
to death? See, you're talking about fasting. We're talking about starving. Starvation, your body is shutting down. Your organs are shutting down. Your kidneys are shutting down. You're having hallucinations. It's not the same as a monk being a monk. You've never seen a monk starving in the wilderness, dying. Like, that's not going to look like someone you recognize. They're going to be bone thin, fucking delusional, dazed. They're going to just look crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Yo, if you're not
traumatized.
eating food, can you still get diarrhea?
Yes.
Yeah, from water.
Oh,
Especially, like, you drink some dirty-ass water. That's
God
crazy.
Damn it.
What's up, sports time? Hoop on him?
Sports.
Get it. Let's dunk off some shit.
I'm throwing the lob up. Get it.
Game
Okay,
time!
I was waiting for him to come back around.
Remember
on that.
Street 2? That
Huh?
shit was hard. Street 2?
Yeah, but them games was that shit was fun back.
I like
back
when
in the
Dave
day.
Street 3 was my
plays it.
favorite though. Street 3 was hard.
Dale, are you awake, bro? You with us today, man?
For sure.
Hit the fucking pose, man. What are you doing? Hit him.
Boom.
Oh, bang.
Oh, wrong camera.
No, you got to get them both. You got to get them both.
Fuck
I
it.
like it when you do that because I zoom on the front one and then I get them a little side one. You feel me? Get them looking right. Get them looking right.
Angles.
But all right, what we talking about sports
Let's
first?
talk about Kurt Angle.
Hey, the ankle lock.
Hey.
The angle slam.
That shit was so fun.
Nah, fuck
Don't
with
get me going. But what's up? What we talking about sports? All right,
you. I
this
just
nigga just
destroyed that with Kurt Angle.
Yeah, you nailed it. Fuck it. I want to talk some Lonzo.
No.
Before we get into any of the, we'll talk trading spots, but before we get into anything else, man, I'm so proud of Lonzo. I am so proud of this dude. First of all,
He be hooping.
if the Pelicans want to trade him, it's whatever. That's on them because he plays great with Zion. He's shooting around 40% from the 3-point line, 40-something% from the field. But on top of that, like, they're letting him be the point guard. And I liked what he said after one of the recent losses. He said to the media, like, and he put up a double-double. Like, he was looking great, and he's always boarding. But he was saying to them, like, nah, it's all on me. Like, when our offense isn't looking great or, like, we look kind of slow down the stretch, stagnant, or not enough movement, like, regardless, I'm the point guard, and it comes down on me. And I was so fucking happy when he said that. Because earlier in the year, he was like, yeah, they basically got me playing shooting guard. Like, he's pissed, bro. He don't like that shit. Did y'all hear what LeVar said?
What he say?
He was basically saying, like, man, I hope they do trade him. He hates it in the Pelicans. Like, he hates that shit. He's like, you got the ball. You try to have Zion and BI initiate offense, and they're not out there to do that. That's what Lonzo is trained to do. That's what he's supposed to do. You got guys doing what they're not supposed to do, so I don't care what they do with them. I hope they trade him. He hates it there. And, so he did his thing. It's the media wave, and now he got to come to the locker room and shit.
Yeah.
What y'all think about it, though?
Oh, damn! They probably gonna. You think his dad saying something like that fucks with the team, the teammates? You think they would look at him differently?
I feel like, nah.
I feel like they don't want to be there either. I know Ingram don't want to be there, and Zion didn't want to be there, and who else opinion matters?
Yeah, and like, well, I mean, like, BI's already dealt with that. Like, everyone knows Lonzo's dad, so it's like, are you really gonna let that hold weight in your mind? Oh, he hates it there when it's like y'all have your own relationship. Zion seems to get along with him. It's just like, at this point, if you letting it affect you, that's on you. Like, if the team wants to be heard about it, that's just weird. Especially with the way he plays. Like, he's an unselfish cat. He seems like everyone just likes him. It's just his dad. Like, everybody got a dad. Your dad might say some crazy shit. My dad is just a little more famous. He says some crazy shit. Everyone hears about it, and obviously he made it public and shit. But yeah, it's interesting. Either way, very proud of Lonzo. Now let's talk trade destinations.
Mm-hmm. So, Lonzo Ball trade destination rumors. He's rumored to go to potentially the Clippers, Bulls, Knicks, Warriors, and even Hawks.
Oh,
Which team do you think is the best fit for Lonzo Ball?
Unfortunate to say, I think the Clippers. Well, no. Okay.
I'm on the
No.
Knicks.
I'll put it this way. The best situation for him, I think the Clippers is a good situation. What team would benefit the most? I agree with you. The Knicks. I would say the Knicks.
Yeah.
But the only team I think out of that list that wouldn't benefit is the Warriors. Just
Yeah.
because they have a Draymond out there. They don't. I just don't think he's going to fit that great. And his shooting is looking great, but I don't think you pick up Lonzo for his shooting regardless. Like, he has so many other things and other attributes. But let's go down the list. Or first of all, what do you think is the best landing spot for him? Best for him, and then best for that. Which team could use him the most?
I think both answers. Well,
Oh, you're good.
I think both answers are actually the Clippers. Maybe best for him might be the Knicks because he gets more exposure.
Mm-hmm.
But the Clippers is the perfect fit for him. Like he gets to go back to his hometown. Obviously, the issue when he was here last time that he played for the Lakers, and that's just a lot of pressure playing for that franchise. But now he's on the B team, so it wouldn't matter. But the Clippers need a point guard desperately, and they also need a point guard who doesn't need to dominate the ball because they have two superstar wings who like to have the ball. So he'll fit seamlessly through there. And plus, for him, he'll play on a winning team, play some playoff games, get his resume up. And I feel like it's mutually beneficial for both sides. He gets to play for a winner in a good situation, and they get better and fill a need.
Yeah,
Keep him on the Pelicans.
Man, yeah, I think it's. Oh, I wonder what they'd get for him. So I guess that also depends on that aspect. What do you think about him on the Bulls? I
kind of like it.
Yeah, you like that him and
A
Zach?
little bit.
I think Lonzo is such a versatile player, and like he does help a lot of teams out, especially with that facilitator role. And there's not a lot of facilitator position, like people that go out and probably seek that role now. Like, it's probably not as famous or popular of a role.
Yeah.
So I think he does help because it's like, okay, you're great at facilitating and you're getting better at shooting. So it's like you would help out a lot of teams. You know what I mean? Versus Draymond. No, I'm playing.
But no, I agree with you. Like, and also in the aspect of like, it was very frustrating to see him get played as a shooting guard, to see him just catching and shooting all game long. But the thing is, now that they've moved him more to the point guard role and he's doing that, it's nice in a way of like, he had to master that catch and shoot. And so he was just letting anything fly and he was hitting them. And maybe that has to do with the fact that LaMelo's balling. He's like, fuck it, I'm going to be aggressive finally.
Yeah.
But it's like, he's letting that bitch fly. So imagine now you say, all right, we're going to open it up for you. You running the show. You know what you're going to do. Push the tempo, be unselfish, but you know you got that burner. So go back to UCLA Lonzo and hit that step back. Exactly. Like now it's like he can have that full package, whereas before you were looking at him like, this guy can't score. Now he's having good takes to the rim. He's getting people off the handle. Like I feel like him being eliminated to that role forced him to find ways to be aggressive as opposed to just him bringing up the ball. He already has it, and then he's just passing it off. This is like, well, look, we're going to put you in the corner and just see how things go. So if you don't make the most of your touches, you're going to be fucked. And at the beginning of the year, even in crunch time, everything he did, he just passes it off to BI, passes it off to Zion, goes to the corner. Now he's initiating, but yeah, he's going to be solid.
Shot looks way better.
Yeah, bro, it looks much better.
Damn, Lonzo's shot when he first got into the league. Damn.
Him and the Hawks would also be pretty nice, though. You're not gonna.
They would trade Trae Young for him, though, right?
Nah.
You can't do that.
No way. Trae Young's an all-star. A former.
But that's a
all-star.
weird place for him to go because doesn't Trae Young already run?
He would move
offense?
to the shooting guard.
Trae Young
That-
would move to
He
the
was like
shooting
the
guard?
secondary
Exactly.
ball handler and stuff like.
Yeah,
Oh,
he-
Trae Young plays shooting guard.
Trae Young's
mean-
shooting guard slide. Oh, he'd bring the ball up a lot, but he would in a lot of offensive sets. Like he would be slid to exactly the shooting guard role.
Man.
And Trae Young's I think Trae Young would be
I
pretty
think that'll be
deadly
nice.
at the
It'll be
shooting
kind of like
guard role.
Kyrie, damn near.
Yeah, exactly. Kyrie slides over to the shooting guard row. All right, I ain't got to pass as much. Because
Yeah.
that was, although the thing is, I think they would both have to handle the ball because Trae Young he's improved his passing so much. Like he's a really good passer. So
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the game, though. You don't have to be initiating offense to still be making plays. So he can get it off the
Get it in
rip,
quicker.
sauce
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
get in the lane, kick out. Like I think it's a good scenario. And tuck your shit into some. I think it's a good scenario all around because now Lonzo could shoot. Kick that thing right back out. If Lonzo gets it, he's gonna pull it, and we can actually rely on him to hit that shot now.
The Hawks still got their center. They good center.
They have Capella.
Oh yeah, they got
Oh,
Capella.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clint's pretty good.
See, yeah.
I think the Hawks would really actually be a pretty crazy fit for Lonzo.
It would be good for
Oh,
him
they
to
got
ball.
Capella? That's
It would be good for him to ball, but it's just like
That's not.
it's
Atlanta.
not going that
It's
far.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no.
I go to the Clippers,
I feel like the Knicks and the Hawks both would be
The
great.
Knicks would be crazy though.
It would be the Knicks, especially that market. But even just like Lonzo would be great on either team, but it's just like if he has higher aspirations, like he wants to be in the playoffs, I'd probably go Clippers. I mean, not that he has a choice entirely, but I would recommend Clippers. But it all matters on what they can get back from him too. That's the main thing. So I guess we'll just see.
If you're thinking playoffs, maybe instead of the Clippers, because fuck the Clippers, maybe the Hawks. Maybe you have a better chance of really doing something with the Hawks than the Clippers. Even though the Clippers have the star power, let's say they just break up or one of the stars just like say fuck it or get hurt, then you stuck on the Clippers without the star. Even though you are like at home, but at least the Hawks is like talent wise, like you have a kind of more of an upside, I would say. Even though you have the superstars now at the Clippers, I think long term, like I don't know. Plus you're in the East. So maybe you could do something. Like now Lonzo's here in Atlanta. You got Clint, you got Trey. We can get somebody else. You know, you have some more leverage versus the Clippers, who is like, you got 2 all-stars who may be leaving. You know, like, are they still good? You know, like these are questions that we're asking. Like, you know, are the Clippers a good organization? Do they have a, I don't know, I haven't really been watching, so I don't want to sound ignorant, but like, do they have a bench? Like,
Nah.
The Clippers are.
like, I know the Hawks don't, but at least the Hawks, you have like a young core, like, you know.
Yeah, but the thing about Lonzo, he's the type of player that, you know, he makes a really good team great, but he can't really make a really bad team good.
He contributes just to winning in general.
Yeah.
Like I feel like like he was saying, like you can put him any team and any team can use a guy who's a great perimeter defender, a great guard rebounder,
Passer, amazing,
great passer, pushes the tempo,
He can shoot now.
and now he got a burner. So it's like I feel like it's just got to be a good fit for him, man. That's all I want to see is Lonzo in a good situation. Someone let him run loose and let him fail if he fails, but give him that chance, man. That's the thing. And he was so unhealthy his first few seasons. He had all this different shit going on. He obviously was just unaggressive, but we never really got to see him at full health, and he didn't get to have any actual off seasons of preparation. And everyone killed me and clowned me when I was making these excuses for him. But it is I mean, it does hurt you to be constantly injured your first few years, and you don't really have any off seasons. All right, now unless we have anything else about Zoe, Kyle Lowry, what's the deal? Where's he going?
He's still ass.
Kyle Lowry,
Fat boy.
Kyle Lowry is rumored to go to the Heat or the Sixers. Which team would you rather see him on?
Who's the Sixers point guard?
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm fucking tripping.
The Heat seems like wait, how's Dragic? What's going on with him?
I haven't been watching the Heat.
Yeah.
this
All right.
year.
Well, anyways, no, but for real, like,
I don't think he fits.
I don't know. No, okay. I feel like he fits on the Heat in terms of like the dog in him.
Yeah.
Like he's a dog.
Character,
He's a savvy vet. As far as the Sixers go, I'm just not sure about that because. Are you sorry? I guess you're saying you'd move Ben Simmons to. He could play. I mean, he's a fucking 1 through 5 guy, but I don't know, man, because you have the franchise built around your fucking 7-foot point guard, and then Joel Embiid, and now you want to bring in this little fat guard. Save the day, Kyle.
Who needs the ball to operate?
Is this a bench role though?
I think he'll start.
Yeah, so I just don't know about that because they got Ben Simmons, Tobias,
I like Tobias. That's my guy.
Joel,
And Seth.
McFarland?
So is he taking
Curry.
Seth's minutes? Like
He's probably going to take like Danny Green minutes.
So funny.
Oh, I see what the Danny Green's.
I'm like, yeah, you'd rather have Kyle Lowry or Danny Green?
Yeah. Oh, would either Kyle?
Just doing the same.
It depends what I need though, because Kyle Lowry's not a great shooter. So it's like if you
can shoot.
What if they just make
not
him a
a
shooter?
great shooter.
I mean, is
though.
Danny Green a great
He's
shooter?
a street. In theory he
Stop.
is,
Alright.
but like Kyle Lowry is not a great. I mean, I gotta look up his shooting totals, but I'm pretty sure he's not a very consistent.
I feel like he could become a shooter for the last of his years, you know?
I don't know if you're picking him up and say become a shooter.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I
The
don't
thing
think that's
about
Kyle.
me, I just feel like Ben Simmons is not a pure point guard.
No.
Like, I feel like he could really benefit from being a point forward instead of a point guard. Like LeBron, he has never really played point guard until like last year, but he's always had the ball in his hands a lot. But he also played with a lot of ball handlers. I feel that's how Ben Simmons needs to be. Like, he shouldn't have the ball in his hands all the time, especially in today's NBA. When if you have the ball in your hands, you have to be a scoring threat, and he can't score from the perimeter. So,
But think about it with Ben Simmons though, right?
yeah.
Is a lot of his buckets are coming from downhill plays. Like he can blow by, a point guard or something like that. But like if you put him at that point forward spot, does he have enough moves to even do anything at that point? Like I think you kind of just put him on the Giannis treatment, or like you kind of just guard him a different way where it's like, okay, you don't have the ball in your hands. I don't have to worry about your speed or your size. Your size, yeah, but now you're backing me down. You're not gonna post hook me. I mean, he has a great post hook, but still, it's like Ben Simmons, like that. I don't think I don't know. That's not something I'm really worried about if you don't have that change of speed or that direction or that unpredictability, and then to still be able to kind of whip that pass out. Like you don't have that same capability.
Yeah, and even like, well, even pretensing all this stuff. Do you think they're actually going to trade him, the Raptors?
I think
If
those
I
two are terrible places for him to go to.
To be honest, I don't like
Yeah.
either fit
Yeah.
for him.
Really? I like
these
both
are
the
two
fits.
talked about. Well, because the Sixers fits, like we talked about, like if Ben Simmons isn't running the one, I just don't know how. Now it's like your second best player is now the one you're trying to have to figure out how to fit him in.
Yeah.
And then the Heat. They have
think
Goran
Tobias
Dragic. I think the Heat.
Tyler
Out of
Hero?
these two, I think that the Heat is a better spot for him.
I don't know. Okay, think about it. You got Tyler Hero, Gordon Dragic, or what
Yeah,
is
that's
it?
what it matters.
And
Who
then
are
you
gonna
have Kendrick
trade?
Nunn too. Kendrick Nunn.
Oh,
Kendrick Nunn is
yeah.
a beast. Like that nigga's a
That's
monster.
why. But that's the thing though, because like we're talking about these teams like who they have, but it's like for this
Trade,
trade to
oh,
happen,
trade,
yes,
yeah,
someone's got to
somebody.
go. So at the same time, I don't even know who the fuck like who
Probably
do you get rid of.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Probably
For the
Kendrick.
Heat is like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, but
They're
it's like,
fighting
dog,
over
for-
Tyler Hero.
for fat old. Come on,
I
now.
mean, Lowry pretty good.
Lowry's
Nah,
great.
you wanna
He
keep
got
that, bro.
championship. Actually, let's chill out with all that because you know they keep saying they got championship DNA. I don't mean to knock the Raptors. They do have championship DNA. They won a ring. But I think like a lot of teams in that situation would have then won the ring when Kevin Durant goes down, then Clay goes down.
Can't you say the same thing about Steph Curry's first ring?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if Kyrie hadn't been hurt, I don't think they would have won that ring. And the opposite could be said for LeBron that series, the series that LeBron lost.
Yeah.
If the Warriors had Clay go down that series, or say Clay and Draymond, because in that case two big players,
Yeah.
I think Brown would have had a chance to win that series, and then he's a champion. So it's
Yeah.
like in that case it was just like, dog, we all saw what happened. Y'all did great. Y'all closed out the series. Y'all fought hard games because they also did get Steph and Clay. But I'm just saying the team you were up against was obviously slated to win, but they got injured. You played what was in front of you, but sometimes they just you got that championship DNA in them. But I'm like, he showed he can win, but
It's a little
he
fluky.
had a lot of horrible playoff games. Anyways, Kyle Lowry,
Yeah,
he had
Kyle
a lot
Lowry
of bad
has
playoff games.
terrible-
Not
It
the
was
finals.
mostly
Not the
DeRozan.
finals. No, I'm
No,
talking
no,
about.
no.
I'm talking about even with Kawhi on the team.
Oh, that
year they
run?
won it. That run, dude, the whole team was ass except for Kawhi for like a lot of those.
Oh yeah,
Series.
that Sixers series. Though, he basically backpacked them.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
And he was even saying, we gotta help Kawhi, man. Like we gotta do our jobs. We gotta help Kawhi. So it's like, dog, I great championship DNA, but let's just not act like we weren't all there. We didn't all see what happened.
You know
Two-
what?
Yeah.
You know what it is with Kyle? Like he's had some good performances, but like I don't know. For him, he's like one of those players when you see him do bad, it just looks terrible. But then when you see him do good, you're like, like all right, yeah, you good. Like you better fucking make that shot. But it's like when he fucks up, you're like, you fucking idiot. Like that. Like that's a terrible play, terrible pass, terrible shot. Like you 5'2" looking motherfucker. Like,
And
why are
he
you
also-
going up with that? Like,
He's great with his body. He's great at drawing that contact. But the counter of that is when it doesn't work, he looks stupid. Like
Yeah.
when he bumps into a big man, falls down.
Yeah.
Get the
Like-
fuck up, fat
like-
boy. Get up. Like what the hell are you doing with your little
you
fat
scored
ass?
like I don't know. He had like some pretty bad performances.
No.
But not to bring up the past. Like hopefully he does better. But
Do
man.
you guys remember the game when he was taking the game-winning shot and it was like 3 centers and he's going up against him? I forgot what team he was playing, but it was in the playoffs. Could have been like Eastern Conference Finals.
Do that shit every single-
You know what
But-
year roughly?
Probably like 2017, 18. Because they had this one meme. They're like Kyle Lowry's last shot, and it's like a kid against this like riot team. Bro, it's the funniest shit ever.
He really just be
Who-
bumping into people.
Who'd you rather have, Kyle Lowry or Dennis Schroeder?
Schroeder.
Yeah. Dennis.
Really? For the Lakers, you rather have D Schroeder?
Yeah.
For the
For the
Lakers?
Lakers? Okay, hold on,
That's
change it.
that.
Because like
Probably
Well, no,
Dennis
just, I was asking because we have Dennis Schroeder.
Right.
So like, if it was between them two, who would
I
you
thought
rather
he
have?
just fits our team pretty well, in the sense that he clamps up, he locks up, which is our identity, and he's a pick and roll point guard, which we really need, especially with Anthony Davis, the good fit of Anthony Davis, and Kyle Lowry would be a good fit too, but I just feel like Dennis Schroeder brings us more what we need in terms of like a young guy who can really just get into it and like give us consistent energy and effort.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
feel
scrappy.
that.
you know?
Okay, Dennis Schroeder or Lonzo?
I would have Dennis.
Yeah, I'm still going Dennis. I really like what Dennis brings
I like Lonzo too, but I just think Dennis is a better fit
for
you
what
know?
we have because we don't necessarily need another great. I mean, Dennis is charged with facilitating in the offense going, but I feel like what we get from him is like that veteran savvy and knowing how to get a bucket, knowing how to expose the mismatch, and just knowing how to read certain things. So like, I feel like we like his veteran, the fact that he's a veteran, his aggressiveness, just how he brings that extra layer to our offense versus like Lonzo is amazing defender. Also, D Schroeder's an amazing defender. Picks up
Yeah.
94 feet, pest. So they're both great defenders, but yeah, just what he brings, that veteran type shit, veteran leadership, just the way like veterans have those little fucking games they play, like the little
They just know how to
the little
play,
cheat
you know?
codes. Kyle Lowry got it too, so it's
Yeah.
similar one in
Yeah.
that. Lonzo don't got none of that. Not yet. He's not a vet like that. He's a couple years, 5 years, 4 years in, 5
Yeah,
years.
I'm changing my opinion on Lonzo. Beginning of the year, I was off on Lonzo, but you know, like I feel like if he just develops his ball handling and his finishing, he could be a really, really good player.
See, look at everyone coming around. man.
Recency bias.
Yeah, it's all right. What have you done for me lately, man? But he's trending. He's been trending upward all year though, man. He's
Yeah, I like
he's looking
that.
great. All right, let's start. Last thing, let's talk some Steve Kerr. No more trade talk. Let's talk about the Steve Kerr comments. Steve
What'd
Kerr
he
recently
say?
was getting
What'd he
interviewed
say?
and then basically made comments about his enjoyment of coaching their ass years that they're having now versus the previous years of him coaching. Obviously, a big topic of that, if we're talking about previous years, is his time with KD and all that. So
basically,
yeah.
so Steve Kerr was on the podcast the other day, and they're asking him what was more enjoyable or what was more hard to coach the Warriors last year when they went 15-50, or to coach the Warriors in their last year of Kevin Durant. Basically, they're asking if it was harder to coach a bad team or coach like a really good team with championship aspirations and stuff like that. And he says it was more enjoyable to coach the ass team because he was saying that like it's really hard to like continuously try to win championships, very mentally exhausting.
What's the is there a quote?
Yeah, he has a quote saying basically this guy tweeted out. He said, Steve Kerr told Logan Murdoch he enjoyed last season when the Warriors went 15-50 more than Kevin Durant's final season with the Warriors. Quote, the last year was tough. There was a lot going on. Some that you know about, some that you don't. It was very difficult. So this came out, and then Kevin Durant replied to it on Twitter with,
KD be on it, bro.
this is hilarious. And then Steve Kerr got pissed, blaming the reporter who tweeted out saying he phrased it wrong. He was very mad about it because he made it come off as like, oh, I'd rather coach this really terrible team than coach Kevin Durant because he brought so much distraction and stuff like that, but ignoring the fact that a lot of the team was injured and stuff like that. Like KD got injured, Boogie got injured, Clay got injured, and the fact that also it's mentally exhausting to go to your 5th straight finals. So like he had a huge thing in the press conference. You blow up with just yelling at people and talking like that.
And then dude apologized afterward for because it's a Warriors writer.
Yeah.
And he apologized after, and Steve Kerr's thing was like we had so many different issues. We had KD go down, we had Clay go down, DeMarcus go down. I forgot what other things that were at play in that, but he was just highlighting those and just pissed off that like it got taken and made like that. Some other people made the point of like, well, you didn't mention any of those things when the question was asked to you, which was more enjoyable, and you're like, yeah, there was just so much going. It was difficult. Some stuff that you guys didn't see. It was a really difficult year.
Yeah.
You can interpret how people will take things, and just based off the quote, unless there was more said that we missed, but I had like the whole point. People were saying, well, you didn't really say that part. But at the same time, I get what he's saying. Like, but also on the other side of things, like it was a pretty uncomfortable year apparently. Like they all say it was just a tense ass year. Shit was different. They were walking on eggshells for K Dizzle.
What did KD say?
He said, "This is hilarious."
You know, KD likes to instigate.
Yeah. KD's Twitter finger's quick, bro.
He stay on that shit.
He responds to the comments. That's just hilarious.
I like when KD talks about him responding too though, cause like honestly, bro, I cannot hate KD. Like I love that dude, cause like he was even on like the Joe Budden, and when he was doing the little interview, and he was like, I said the Joe Budden pod, but when he was doing the interview, and he's like, yeah, man, them my little burners, man, like whatever, and he's just like straight up about it now, like nah, man, cause like I used to like interaction like that. I always be responding to people, so like I can't do that anymore because I'm famous. Like nah, like if I disagree with it. And then you know what I would say? Like most cases, I'm like, bro, why are you giving these people your time? Like you know basketball better than them. Everyone has a voice. Anyone can tweet anything. What? But in his defense, it fires him up, man. He's a killer. Like he goes out and kills. He's not Paul George. He's not Paul George. He's never gonna come saying like talking about the shit people are saying online and be upset. No, he's gonna clap back and go drop 50. Like. Dude's an animal.
And that's a cold ass name, Slim Reaper.
I mean,
damn.
He didn't clap back when Draymond called him a bitch, though. But whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna get Paul George on the pod one day.
That is a little.
I'm like, yo, why you so ass in the playoffs, bro? Like, is it like a mental thing? Like, Like, what is it?
Y'all should just interview him.
PG, like, I just want you to be calm, man. I want you. It's a safe environment. It ain't the playoffs. Don't freak out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Keep
like-
your head right.
So when the stripper told you she was pregnant, how did you react? That was another question to ask.
What was your reaction, man? Did you fumble the bag like the playoffs or what?
So like when Seth Curry was outplaying you, not even Steph Curry, his younger brother who's not as good, was outplaying you in the playoff game and called you a bitch ass nigga. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, man.
That's another question.
Bro, he's going to send him the clips, bro. He's going to DM him these clips. and
See if
see
he
what to say
responds.
about
No,
it.
it's kind of sad though, because a lot of people really be punking Paul George. Like his reputation is shot.
Man, you bring it on yourself, dog. Like,
He does. That's why that sounds funny as fuck. But like, damn, like really nobody respects you. Like everybody thinks you're a hoe.
think like someone like Russ. Everyone's gonna have something to say, and everyone's gonna shit on him and try to be down. But like, as a basketball culture, we know how Russ is. Like, we just
Russ
get
don't
it.
give a
Like,
fuck,
he don't
yeah.
give a fuck what nobody says. Like, so you already know nothing you say is really gonna hurt him like that. When you show the world by trying to show them, I don't care what y'all are saying about me. Why are y'all saying that? Remember, we posted that shit in the bubble. Right then, I'm like, yo, something's up with dude. Like, that's some weird shit. You in the playoffs talking about what people are saying about you online. And if people are talking bad about your game online and you're playing badly on top of that, go play better. And then they won't talk badly about you.
You know, now I think about it, I'm like 90% sure Paul George has seen me talking shit about him on Twitter.
Probably, bro.
I'm like
You for sure put
90%
something
sure.
up.
He probably searched his name because he's soft, and he just sees me talking shit like every other day. So yeah, fuck you.
All right, dude. This is the last thing. Last thing.
Just
Because
kidding.
while we talking about the social media, this shit shows why Steph is a fucking animal. Because you think like, you saying like, oh, he probably searches up his own name.
Yeah.
Bro, Andrew Bogut says Steph at halftime when he's playing badly, he would go on his phone, search up his name, look at all the social media hate, then use that to fuel himself and go out and kill. Like he was saying, he'd come out.
Damn.
And you know how Steph is though, because he would have them bad halves and come out and get 30 in the second half, 40 in the second half. Like, and it was crazy hearing that from Bogut. Like, nah, he would go in halftime, turn on his social media and see what everyone was saying and go out and kill. What I love about that is, first of all, that's psychotic. Like, that's really crazy to do. Like, you want to hear what everyone's saying about you and go out. But I love about it is, like, it's the same thing we talk about PG. This Steph does it, and you never hear about it. You would think this guy doesn't hear anything. Like, he just plays out there celebrating, shimmy, and all that shit. Like, you'd think he doesn't know about any of the shit until he drops 62 on Portland and then sits there and says, yeah, no, I hear it all. Oh, shit, this nigga hears it all. Like, wait, really? I thought this nigga was just with Aisha, just fucking not turning on his phone, playing golf and shit. Nah, he's like, nah, I get fueled off that. So KD, same type of guy. He gets fueled off that shit. PG,
Some Michael
he
Jordan
gets depressed. My man gets straight depressed off that shit. But, you know, it is what it is. Everyone's built different.
That's the new era of social media. Michael Jordan would create his own battles with shit.
Yeah.
But damn, that's a crazy way to fire yourself
Yeah,
up.
and
Just go
usually-
look at the hate comments.
And usually think the opposite. Like, the good players don't give a fuck about that. Like, Kobe's generation, he would not be on social media. LeBron, he goes off social media during playoffs. Because, you know,
Yeah.
but that's the thing about knowing yourself. If you're someone like PG and you know it affects you, fam, you need to stay off of it. Like,
Yeah.
you're not built to see what other people are saying about you because you're internalizing it and it's fucking you up. And I've never been in that position, so I can't knock like that. But at the same time, nigga, I can, bro, because y'all are all NBA players. Like, I'm seeing LeBron. He has way more on his shoulders than you do, bro.
Yeah.
And people have, he's the most hated on superstar, KD too. So it's like, I'm seeing these other guys function through it. You got to find a way to function through it. And don't let niggas see your pain, bro. You know how the internet is. People jump on that shit.
Yeah.
They want to pick at you. We've been shitting on him like for 10 weeks straight.
Yeah.
If he had just never told niggas what he was dealing with, no one would have said no. He'd be like, yeah, he's ass in the playoffs. But he made it a whole thing, bro. With all this, yeah, he made it a thing, man.
I'm just mad you scored 5 points in the elimination game. It just ticks me off to this day.
Yeah, that dude's something else, man. So anything else? We got anything else, my boys?
Secrets? Closing words?
Yeah,
Any
close.
stoicism?
Anyone got
Okay,
some
okay,
secrets?
okay.
Closing words?
Something secret. I sit down while I be still.
Hey,
morning
we
when it's fucking
giving it
cold.
real. Anyone else got a secret to tell? Hey, not that many people watching
Arrogant
this
shit?
late. Oh, arrogant shit? All right, I'm going to tell y'all something.
Humble shit?
I will get way back down to 50K by June.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Don't let me down.
All right, I won't let you down. I
Don't
want
let
you to
me way
anything,
back
Dale?
The Lakers will win the championship this year.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Lakers
don't
win the
say something
championship
solid.
this year, man.
Okay,
secret,
I
bro.
got
No, I
some.
knew
Oh,
it.
you got one?
words.
Okay.
Okay. The moment you recognize what is beautiful in this world, you stop being a slave.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All
you
right.
Can you can recognize a lot of beautiful shit and still be a slave.
Figurative. Okay, I feel it. Well, on that note, man, we appreciate everyone who's viewed this. If you've watched this far,
We love y'all.
you're one in a lot, man. We really appreciate you, man. And no, fuck that. We got everybody watching till the end. You're probably like 1 in 500 at this end part.
Exactly.
Viewing this now. But yeah, really appreciate everyone who has watched, man. Thank you for watching this conversation. I'll probably edit it down so it flows nice and smooth. But for all the
Love
shit that
your
we're gonna
edits.
keep in here, man. Appreciate y'all for listening, man. There's a lot of dick talk in here, a lot of sucking dick talk. I'm gonna have to keep a lot of that in, man. And I just appreciate y'all, man. Thank you to everyone. And my last words are, fuck you.
I could use your love right now, but they steady trying to tear me down. I just wanna tell you now,